It is Dungeons and Dragons.
Welcome back, Mum. Mum is
Lean
going to
into
be like
it.
an avid viewer of this series now. We just
Why don't
Mom's
we
the
just
word.
start calling all our viewers Mom?
Yeah, that's what we're doing. That's what we've been doing.
It's true.
James's mom.
We have real childhood issues, all of us.
Welcome back.
Childhood issue is I'm still a child.
Welcome back to the Dysfunctionals, the ongoing adventures or misadventures of this radical group of beans with their bag
Who
of
still
beans.
can't get their first quest done.
To be honest,
Bag of beans.
maybe at some point it'll happen. I've done the count. This is episode 17.
Dang.
You're kidding.
Yeah, nah, 17. 17 episodes in. And welcome to level 5.
Yay!
Yeah. That's
We're
mad.
making great progress.
And I'm very excited by the progress of your characters, by the fact that a lot of us have chosen to multi-class and it fits in with your characters and the narrative.
I just want to be able to throw stuff.
Yes. I mean, it's probably going to happen sooner rather than later. Does anyone have any announcements, thoughts, feelings, rotations, reflections, enlargements, translations before we begin?
I'm always terrified I'm going to die. But other than that, no, I'm good.
I have plans.
Anybody else?
Less likely to die with me around.
Ah, look at that. That's adorable. I'm going to...
I mean, he's not wrong.
Yeah.
All right. Let's...
I'm glad I chose not to take up the healing profession.
Last time, the Dysfunctionals helped a new friend, Brüz the Tiefling Cleric, find a lost heirloom, a necklace he held close in memory of his mother. The fight for it was intense and brutal, and characters not traditionally known for their ferocity rose to the fore in explosive bouts of slaughter. The line between life and death walked so finely that it seemed miraculous when you realized that you are still alive and your enemies all dead at your feet. In the wake of the fight, the adrenaline coursing through your bodies, you rested, you recuperated, and you thanked whatever force kept you alive for doing so. You returned to the temple to rest up and eat. As you walk
You have
through,
a long rest?
not quite yet. We're just going through the
Okay.
ancient doors. And Ella and Sintyrr, you head to the library where you find Nihilus in the middle of identifying some of the items that you had paid for him to do in the morning. He opened his eyes to reveal glowing white, speaking directly to Sintyrr with the voice of what you recognize Sintyrr as the Drow Goddess Elastrae, and guarantees that your son Jojorawr can be revived if the party returns to the catacombs and destroys an evil power that rests there. Would you like to hear what he said again?
Okay.
I want to. I wasn't listening the first time.
I should
Okay.
probably write it down.
Nihilus
Okay,
channeled the
everyone pay
divine Drow
attention.
Goddess whilst identifying a deck of many things. Through him, she said, "At the fringe of the Underdark, in the catacombs below this temple, at the base of an ancient stair, necrotic forces generations old can merge with divine life-restoring magics and recreate that which was lost." His face, her eyes turned directly to you, Sintyrr. You, my paladin, my worthy champion, the one who rent the world of the creation of Lolth below, bringing my cleansing light to that ancient and dark place. You are the instrument of true renewal. My power can flow through you and bring your son back to life. It is my gift to you, my thanks, for staying true to my ways and cleansing the foul spawn of Lolth. Because Driders are grotesque, and my sister is totally evil. And the light goes out of Nihilus's eyes. He blinks twice. He kind of shakes himself, picks himself up. His eyes narrow as if he's not sure what just happened, and he looks up at you, Ella, and Sintyrr, completely aghast and agog. And
Something wrong?
No, everything's really great, actually.
Ah, well, that's great. It's good to see you. Yes. Not sure what has happened there, but magical mumbo jumbo, wibbly wobbly.
Hey, just, can I hug you real quick?
Hey, what?
he kind of like pulls himself to his feet. He's still got a circle drawn around
He's already
him.
hugging.
Whoa!
kind of
and then
like
jumps
wedges
in and
his.
hugs.
Oh, God.
He kind of wedges. He wedges his arm like between your two bodies, and just kind of goes pat, pat, pat at the side.
And well, this is lovely. Oh, God, my brittle bones. Oh, God, please put me down. Oh.
Okay. I'm down.
Well, that's one of the more exuberant greetings I've had in a while. Yes, well, I'm glad that you're happy to see me. Oh, anyway, where are the others? Where? It's not just you two,
Oh,
is it?
they're about. I'll go find them.
Right. Well, I suppose I'm finished here. I'll come along with you. I'm kind of hungry. Don't know why. Casting those ritual spells is hungry work.
He follows you across the way to the. Let's take a look at the temple actually. So you're both in the library section. Everybody else has moved into the kitchen area. And as you two kind of move across and through, feel free to move yourselves with Nihilus accompanying you. Everyone else is around the table. Has anybody else taken a moment? Because that took a few minutes. Does anyone perhaps want to say anything to anybody else?
At the moment, I'm tearing off some material and just bandaging wounds and dabbing at them with some wet cloth. Just like patching up, but not healing.
Okay. Easy enough to do.
In silence.
I am casting Is it prestidigitation? I can change the taste of things.
Okay, yeah.
I'm casting prestidigitation on some toast, so it tastes like cake. So I can have some delicious cake toast.
Nice.
Oh man, I want that in real life.
A taste of the coast. Yes. It's truly.
What a take!
Cake toast, the taste of the coast. Say that 3 times fast.
Make an Arcana check. Yeah.
It's pretty good. Dirty 20. Nope,
Oh,
21.
Man.
I can
It
math.
is moist. It is flavorful. It is just.
Do I want toast to be moist?
Nah, it's got not only the flavor but all the texture of cake. It's great.
Incredible. You
You've
were
really
so
nailed
good
it.
at it. You did the texture even.
Yeah, man.
Sweet.
It is
It
sweet.
is also sweet.
Yeah. It's got a kind of tart flavor. It's
Amazing.
rich. It's great.
Does it leave the smell in the room of cake or of toast?
Toast.
It smells like toast.
Yes, it's toast.
But
That's a
tastes
weird.
like cake.
That's a weird
Yeah,
combo.
there you
though.
go.
That's amazing.
Anyway, good. So no one has anything they want to say to anybody else in the moment that you have.
No.
Okay. Ella and Sintyrr, you move into the other room. It's only
I
you
kicked
guys
the
in there
door
for the
open.
moment. Wham!
I run off to Sintyrr.
Guys, holy fuck!
Huh? What?
Glances at him.
Guys, you need to listen.
What?
Okay,
Okay.
so I just got contacted directly from my goddess, and she says that she can that if we go to this specific place that I'll be able to bring back Jojorawr.
I love all the details you have there.
Jojorawr.
Whoa.
This is
Your goddess spoke to you?
Yeah.
How?
It was awesome.
Well,
What in tea
it
leaves?
was really
or-
weird. And she actually spoke through him, actually.
Oh, hello, everybody. Welcome back. Good
Uh-huh.
to see you.
Right.
Because he's to be trusted.
No,
Where
no,
did
it
she
was.
tell you to
I don't
go?
think he even remembers it happening.
Remember what
Right,
happened?
sure.
Why wouldn't you
Like, he was
trust me?
just
No.
the instrument through which her voice came out.
Uh-huh, and where'd she tell you to
Does not look
go?
like an instrument.
You know what a con artist is, right?
It's
Yeah.
true.
Do
I
you
was there.
honestly think that this guy's capable of making me, a paladin of Eirys, think that...
Yes.
Hello.
Guys!
He
But-
does sound like a god. I can see how that would be confusing.
No, he doesn't sound like a god.
Well, I don't
His
know who you
eyes
are,
were
but
white.
you're very complimentary. I like that. Yes.
It's a bit like mine.
Okay. she said that she was really happy that I rid that place of the Drider, and that in return for following her ways and such, that she would make it possible for me to bring back Jojorawr, and that I have to go to this place where divine and necrotic energy intermingle or whatever, and it's at the edge of the Underdark, at the bottom of those stairs that we almost went down. And then we turned around. Remember those?
Hold on
Yeah.
a second. Wait right there. There's some bread on the side. Help yourself. I think Zendron needs to hear about this. I'll be right back. Just
And he kind of shuffles past Ella, who's still in the doorway, and makes his way down.
You believe me, right? Guys!
I
Well,
mean,
So Nihilus wants you to take all of
It
us
wasn't
to
Nihilus.
the edge of the
It was-
Underdark.
It was the goddess.
as
I believe you.
Either you guys have
I
just
my
Over there?
started to
No,
learn
it's
how to do
not Ella.
practical
God
jokes.
speak. God speak.
You know
through
that
strange
maybe
faces.
doesn't fill me
I've
with the
convinced
greatest confidence,
people
but
I'm someone I'm not before. It's called con artistry,
that
fraud,
guy is not a con artist.
being a spy.
He's also not a spy.
They can be convincing. The whole point is that you don't think they're a spy. That's the whole point of it. I'm not saying he's a spy,
If
but
he is a
no
spy
doubt-
and a con artist, he is the best one in the entire world. Which I
long as you
think
know
is
this
a little
gnome.
more likely that he's not a con artist and that I actually heard from my goddess.
I
The
feel like
goddess
there's
that
probably
I-
something
that I
down there
know
that he wants us to mop
personally
up.
because I'm her paladin.
Sure.
An awkward silence fills the room. Yeah.
Okay, I don't know how
Make an
I'm
insight check.
supposed
Who, me? Or
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Insight. 12.
You don't know what to make of this. You forgetting about your background. Like, do you have much connection with any god or deity at all?
Not personally, but
Mm.
has met many people who are
Mm.
and respects what they believe and what they see.
You don't know what to make of this. You see a sincerity in Sintyrr's expression that you're not sure is born out of, just utterly knowing that it's true what he's saying, or maybe he wants it to be true. It's difficult to truly know. But you trust Ella. Ella seems convinced.
Okay, so
I mean,
how
either
about
you guys got really good at practical jokes in the last 5 minutes.
listen, guys. I'm not gonna.
Or there is
I'm
some
not gonna
truth.
wait
Hey,
for you guys
Hey, I want to hear the gnome.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
what happened?
Oh, okay. This is really awkward. You put me on the spot. I don't like being on the spot. Can everyone just turn around? I
You
don't
don't
like
have
all
all
these
day
eyes on
now,
me.
spit it out.
They're telling the
It's like
truth.
Sintyr's got his face in his hands because this is just making them look more
If Ella
suspicious.
can be put on
Okay.
the...
I'm not
If-
going to look at you guys. I'm just going to talk with my eyes closed.
They're telling
Okay.
the truth. If Ella can't do this, there's no way she'd pull up a practical joke.
Okay, we went into the library because felt some sort of magic presence, and then we found Nihilus with the deck of cards around him. They were floating and glowing, and he had his eyes closed. When he opened them, they were white, and then Sintyrr's goddess, sorry, I can't remember her name right now, spoke to us, and she said about resurrecting Jojorawr and how, like, he had done good work, and she was rewarding him. So we need to go to the fringes of the Underworld. Underdark? Is it Underworld? Underdark?
Underdark.
Where you guys come from? Underdark. Thank you. And we got to go down some stairs.
How much
And
blood
then-
did you lose in that fight?
I love how you did all of that bit with your eyes closed.
Listen, you don't have to completely
get
trust
scratched
me,
at all.
and you don't have to completely trust my goddess, but point is, I'm going down there, and you guys can come with me or not. it doesn't matter. I'm going down there anyway.
Do we have to go
Now?
right now, or do we have time to sleep?
Yeah, we should sleep.
I think there'll be sure. We'll take a rest and then we'll go down. Whoever wants to. I'm not gonna make
I'm
anyone,
coming with you.
but okay, thank you.
I mean, we did have some more
I'm
things
going
up
to.
down there.
The door. There's
Did
a
you-
rack on the
And
door.
like
sorry. I'll let you guys finish.
even if you're not sure, it's at least worth a look, right?
Sure.
On the off
Sure.
chance that it is true.
I mean, you guys could loot stuff, kill things.
I mean,
Win-win.
unless one of those.
Pulls the
Well, I mean, they said we'd find an item. So I'd like to know if
stuff.
that was a thing that was true or not.
I'll go down there for the loot to finish up. We started, not for your freaky magic god shit, but just. I
I'd
mean,
like to
going
see
down
if
there
the-
before paid off. So
Listen, the Dragonborn and the other gnome, they said that there was an item down there that would resurrect my brother, right?
that is
Brought a
true.
bunch of items back up. Maybe we should see if one of those is the thing before we go to the Underdark.
It shouldn't
Seems
be the depths of the Underdark, just the edge of it. We'd be dipping our toes in there.
Regardless.
I understand your hesitance. I really, really do. Just I believe my goddess, and I'm going in that direction.
Okay, in the morning then.
The door creaks open. A pair of golden scaled, clawed hands kind of.
You're back! Well, it feels like it's been months. Well, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back. Nihilus just caught me up about what's going on. Some
Where is
strange... Oh, well, Nihilus had to take care of what I was taking care of. Fairly important, you understand? Well, anyway, I hear that there's some kind of godly bullshit happening or something.
Yes, apparently. The gnome was speaking.
Gnomes
other
do speak
gnome.
sometimes, yes.
Oh,
Okay.
like,
My
As-
name's
as a
Ella,
god.
people.
I'm gonna say it's.
Darling,
it's
sorry, no, I meant-
that the
wasn't the
Nile
other...
speaking with the voice of a god.
I'm so confused, sorry.
That's okay.
So you guys convey what Nihilus was saying to Zendron. He kind of cocks his head and he kind of like narrows his eyes, particularly when you talk about where divine and necrotic energies combine. He sort of narrows his eyes.
Well, there is a place like that in the catacombs, yes. As a matter of fact, it's that which has been distracting us for so long. Ever since you arrived here, to be honest.
Alright, what kind of place is it?
Well, it's on the same level of the caves as you were exploring. I'm surprised you didn't come across it. Did you find every chamber on that level?
No, we mostly we checked as many rooms as we could, and then there was one where there was some wild animals in it, and we decided that we didn't want to deal with it at the time.
We didn't go
So, we
very
didn't
far
go
into the
in
left of the
that
bottom
one.
of the staircase.
But that's not on the same level, like you said.
Also, when Kyro hears you talking about divine plus necromantic energies, he's gonna put out there that I'm not using necromancy to bring back my brother.
No, I don't think that's going to be the case.
Uh-huh.
I already said that I would be channeling her power.
What was this deity
Okay.
again?
Illustrae. You know, the dark dancer, goddess of the moon.
I hear she gets
etc.
naked sometimes.
Yeah, she's typically depicted as a naked swordswoman dancing under the moonlight.
Never heard of her. Or at least I've completely
Okay.
forgotten if I have. Anyway,
she's not widely worshipped by anyone except for Drow that have decided to forsake the Underdark and Loth.
well, I'm glad at least one of them has. Loth is a crazy bitch. Anyway.
Oh, there's quite a few of us actually. Although Loth definitely tries to keep people from even finding out about us. Typically, down there, whenever people go to the surface, we're warned, if you hear ethereal music, don't go towards it. If you see someone dancing naked in a glade, don't approach, they'll eat you.
So what you're saying
That
is
seems
people
like
in
good
the
advice.
Underdark, they lost their way.
It's because they don't want you to join her. They're not going to eat you. They're just going to try to show you that you don't have to live in the Underdark if you don't want to.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, from what I can gather from what you're saying, if it's a divine power that's resurrecting this person who I don't know, it's probably not necromancy. Necromancy is what we're dealing with. That's the shit. That is some bad shit. Man, my arms ache.
I would not try to raise someone with necromancy.
I hope not. But anyway,
Not often, at least.
what I'll say is this. There is something down on the level that you were exploring. Where you found that Drider, if I remember correctly.
Yes?
That level, the part that you haven't yet explored. That is where this power you may be guided towards. It certainly would corroborate with what we know is down there.
Alright, so maybe we don't have to go to the tippy tip of the Underdark after all.
Well, the catacombs is kind of the tippy tip of the Underdark. Kind of.
Well, like, the tippy tip, you know? You don't have to go deeper than that, is what I mean.
You didn't go further down, did you?
We started to, and then we decided it was too dangerous after we ran into something.
Yeah.
It was a bad idea.
Yeah.
So you're saying that we probably won't need to go down that way?
Well, not if it's the power that we've been blocking.
Well, alright. Maybe I can go there, and maybe while I'm there I can try to purify the place, for all I know.
From what I can understand of what you've been telling me, I think that's exactly what Edistrai is telling you to do.
Well,
I wish you luck.
sounds like a win-win for everyone.
It would be a win for us as well. We've been holding back a necrotic energy of the proportion
Alright,
that's...
well, I
we don't need
guess-
to get into that.
Well, I guess we should just take a rest, and then after we're good and ready, we head on down. Finish what we started.
I need to sleep too. Oh.
I do like to go for a walk. So,
Like I said, I'm gonna go
That's
talk to the
alright.
gnome first, if that's okay.
Alright.
Zendron looks at you, Brüz, and goes,
Who the hell are you?
hello, my name's Brüz. How are you?
Zentron Cold Steel.
he extends a kind of
It's
golden
an
scaled
absolute
claw.
Pleasure.
Oh, he kind of, as you kind of grab his claw, he's old and like your grip is firm. He goes,
Yes, pleasure.
Sorry, old boy.
Yes, fine. Yes, my
Forget
arms
I'm
are quite
still a
tired.
strong man.
Well, yes. I desperately need some fucking sleep. You guys do
There's a really nice chair in the other room. Comfortable the other night.
It's not that's in the library, is it?
There was a desk and a chair.
Yeah, it was in the library.
Certainly remember.
Well, I mean, I personally prefer my bed, but I thank you for the recommendation. Oh, God.
I'm sure it'll be here for you to use later if you find the need.
Yes, chairs don't tend to be that mysterious, really. In my experience, anyway.
Oh, yes.
How many legs was on this chair?
Arrow's going to leave.
Yeah. Okay.
4.
Like,
4.
And armrests. The armrests were lovely. Just the right height.
what do
to
I
know.
need to
Stress
do to
off
find
the
the gnome?
shoulders. just
At this
delightful.
point, Eirys is just walking out the room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Kyro, Eirys, you walk out. Zendron kind of hobbles along. He's got a small quarterstaff which he is almost using as a walking stick. And as you guys watch him leave, he is haggard. He is tired. He complained about having aching arms. You feel like while you guys have been doing your thing, it occurs to you that the masters of the temple have been dealing with something as well. The idea that you guys might be able to help them in some way by doing this. I mean, depending on who you either totally don't care or you think that might be a decent thing to do. Arthrin stands up as well. Yeah, okay. So today was fucking crazy, and I'm going to bed. Good. Sleep well. He kind of staggers away as well.
Good work today. Good work.
Yeah, beheaded an Orog. Just clams the door behind him.
You did behead an Orog. That was amazing.
It's pretty cool.
Oh, don't mind. I'm gonna go find that chair. Brüz just stands up, turns, and just starts walking off as well.
Does anyone else have any other business to attend to before we take a long rest?
Yes.
I'd like to
I'm
find
looking for the gnome.
Venteith.
Find Venteith.
The other gnome.
Make...
Nihilus.
Okay, so you need to find Nihilus. You want to find Venteith. We'll do Eirys first. Make an investigation check.
19.
You scour the top corridor, knocking on doors, and actually, as you find the ones that are locked, you actually sneak a glimpse inside every single room along the upstairs wings on the east and the west side. Apart from Zendron, who's just collapsed onto his bed into a sudden unconsciousness and sleep, all of the other rooms are empty. The rooms of your companions are slowly getting filled. You take a look all the way around the outskirts. You go outside and walk around the temple. Doesn't appear to be any sign of Venteith. What was your investigation check, Kyro?
That would be a 17.
You perform a similar check and you struggle to find Nihilus. You can. I'm going to say with 19. Eirys, you see that there's a path outside the side exit of the kitchen that leads up further into the mountain pass. And I'll say that as you see that, you notice out of the corner of your eye something in the shadows. You turn. It's Kyro in the midst of his own investigation. You're both just outside the back of the kitchen. Everybody else is away, and you're alone.
Can I look at the tracks leading up the path?
Yeah, they're. I mean, with that passive perception, you see that they kind of go up a further crag to the very, very tip top of the mountain, gently kind of curving around to the right, out of sight. Doesn't look like there's been any disturbance recently with that passive perception of yours.
Do I think...
Sorry, go on.
Oh, sorry, I was like, is there, like, anywhere I might assume the Nihilus would be?
You've done a similar check to what Eirys has done, and again, come wanting. He doesn't seem to be anywhere on the top wings, on the ground floor. You've done an entire walk around the circumference.
Alright.
I mean, investigations of 17 and 19. As you look at each other, it both occurs to you at the same time that you haven't checked downstairs.
Downstairs, like in the
There's a
catacombs, or
yeah. There's, you know that immediately below the main chamber of the temple is almost an identical chamber, except it's a cavern. It's identically sized, sorry, and it leads into the entrance to the Underdark.
I wouldn't mind checking down there, but I'm not going into that dangerous area that we went to.
Sure.
I won't go
I mean,
that far.
the this kind of underchamber opens down into a pathway, and it was a number of hours down that pathway before you reached the catacombs themselves. So you're hours away from any of that kind of danger.
I'll go for a while.
Kyro, what are you doing?
Well, since I haven't checked downstairs, I'm gonna go downstairs.
Okay, so you
Go
both
together?
go down together.
Sure.
Rogue in
While
rogue.
we are walking.
I'm just gonna say hi.
Hi.
Because I don't want to seem like I'm following her.
You're heading this way as well?
Yeah, I'm trying to find the gnome. The other one.
I'm
The
trying
one
to find
that's
the
not
central.
our one.
Gloomy one.
Oh, okay.
What are you trying to find the name for? The other one.
Said he was gonna try to identify those items we brought up, and like I said, I don't see any reason why we have to go back down there if one of them actually does something.
That's a very good point. We might charge you to...
I forgot to mention that the cards are gone.
Yeah, you did.
Comes out later.
It's alright, I'll find
I didn't
out.
want to piss him off.
Yeah,
No,
that's
it's fine. I'll find out all about it.
You had more urgent things to tell him.
You're not like most drow I've met before.
He just kind of like furrows his brows a little bit and frowns slightly because it's clear that he doesn't know what that's supposed to mean.
Not that I mind, but why do you share your gold with me?
He looks a little surprised that you're asking him that. It's like, because I want you to think to keep me around, I guess.
So, you're essentially
You're useful to
bribing
have
me
around.
into staying with you for my abilities in fights and such.
Yeah, also if I give you my money, I assume you're not going to try to, kill me and take it in the night.
She goes a bit quiet for a little while. Yeah, okay, that checks out. Okay, I trust you a bit more now.
You guys make your way further down the corridor because it's only a little
That
way.
conversation went better than I would have expected.
I want to ask her to. So why did you give me gold?
Honestly, because if I gave you a little bit of gold here and there, I felt like it would be positive reinforcement for you to keep giving me a lot of gold here and there. It was an investment.
He like kind of smiles and just kind of nods.
She awkwardly smiles a little bit
By now,
without making eye contact.
By now, you've gone down the spiraling staircases beside the kitchen into, again, a very similar corridor, although more bedraggled and cavern-like at the base of these winding stairs. You make your way along, and I'll say no perception checks required as Eirys kind of guides Kyro, helping each other in the dim light. But glowing from around the corner where the corridor meets this main chamber is a glowing light. About where the front door to the cavern to the temple above is a small raised kind of section of floor, and on it you see, as you look around, stood with both hands raised high, in the middle of reciting some kind of strong incantation, light billowing from a source between both of his hands, is Venteith, who's looking very, very concentrated, who has both of his eyes open and is clearly concentrating on a very, very powerful magical incantation that he appears to be continually in the process of casting. Beside him, facing away from you and towards him, are the bodies of, or the the figures of Nihilus and Yorkshire.
I'm gonna find the nearest wall and just lean against it.
I back away from that. What is happening there?
Okay. Why don't you make a stealth check, Kyro? Eirys, you are able to do so totally undetected because they appear all three to be quite focused.
Alright, I did a 22.
Passive again. You can both make perception checks if you like. I'll say that in the dark, it's fairly easy to make out. Again, checks not really necessary. Jodie's built a crazy rogue. You kind of like hear Nihilus kind of lean over. Nihilus is on the right. Yorkshire, the taller humanoid-like female, beside. He kind of looks up and kind of murmurs to her. I'll say that you can see that he's murmuring something. It's difficult to make out every word unless you make a perception check.
When I see him talking, I will try and listen.
Okay.
Ooh, natural one.
Okay. But he murmurs, and as she kind of looks down at him and sort of just quietly nods in acknowledgement to what he's saying and looks back, and her posture is... her guard is completely down, and there appears to be... You get a sense that, from what you've done in your past, you can read people by the position of their body, and she's looking concerned as hell. Anxious. Nihilus too. And Venteith is so focused on the spell that even though he's facing in a space where he should be able to clearly see you, doesn't twig that you're there. Kyro, you are invisible amidst the shadows of the craggy, cavernous walls of this chamber.
I'm just prepared to wait up to an hour before leaving. I wouldn't mind talking more to Eirys, but I don't know if this is a very good situation.
You wait for 10 more minutes. Nihilus turns and murmurs something else to Yorkshire. Yorkshire, just without her gaze leaving the spell, just nods quietly, and Nihilus turns and walks towards, and as he sees you, Eirys, leaning on the wall, he stops.
Hey.
What are you doing down here? Come on, let's go.
He kind of comes up to you and he grabs your arm.
I'm gonna... Wait, does it look like they're all leaving?
You're not supposed to be in the West Wing.
No.
Or is it just him?
It's just Nihilus. It's just Nihilus.
Just nice.
And
I'm gonna try and dodge out the way.
Okay, he's gonna...
I'm gonna drop out of stealth behind him.
Natural 20. He snatches onto your arm and he's holding fast. He's trying to move you out of the way, and you're surprised by the agile, but also the strength in his fingers as he grabs you, and suddenly you're not on the wall anymore.
I'm gonna press a blade onto his back and tell him to let go.
Okay. With that stealth check, you're able to do it, and you just... No roll necessary, you just grab him on the shoulder and goes, ah! Fuck! And Yorkshire turns around, just like, oh my god! And she runs up and just like, what are you guys going to do?
I didn't cut him, I just pressed a blade into his back.
Okay.
I would have drawn my dagger
threateningly
for an attack, just ready in case.
I just wanted to make sure that was clear.
Okay, so where the blade is in his back, and as he screams out, Yorkshire turns, she runs up, and the staff that she has is brandished suddenly. There's a sudden brandish, and suddenly there's just a blur where the quarterstaff should have been, and suddenly it's disappeared, and then back again, and she's holding it with her right hand, curving up her arm and around above her shoulder, and she raises her hand and goes, nobody needs to be hurt. Nobody needs to be hurt. Let Nihilus go, and everything will be fine.
He'll let Nihilus go when Nihilus gets the fuck off my arm.
He looks up at you and is just like,
what are you doing down here? You shouldn't be down here.
I'm here after your four-legged friend, not you.
I'm after you, actually.
He's actually after you.
For the love of Barnet, Venteith is busy. He will be busy for the entirety of the night. Yorkshire is looking after him. I was going to sleep. Now, either come with me or stay here and watch. He's not moving.
He lets go of your hand, Kind of like shrugs.
I put my knife away.
Kyro's, and as he kind of shrugs and you withdraw the knife, he kind of straightens himself, and you're surprised at the sudden kind of like serious tone that this odd and eccentric gnome just suddenly has with you guys, not expecting to see you. He kind of
Nah, I knew he was a fibber.
looks around his shoulder, goes, "You should know who your friends are. Or do you even have any?" And he kind of like moves around further down the corridor and away. Yorksa kind of sighs and just kind of like turns her quarterstaff around, plants it on the ground, goes, "I don't know why you are here, but as you can see, there are things happening. We're in the middle of something important, and I'm sorry, we're on edge."
Haven't gotten
Why?
any
What's
sleep,
wrong?
It seems like.
Well,
I'm not here, so.
yeah. She kind of like raises her left hand to her forehead. When we reset the stone and opened the entrance to the tomb, it seemed to do something. It seemed to awaken something. And while you were away on your small quest to eventually kill that dragon hatchling, which we're very grateful to you for, we decided to go down and explore the catacombs ourselves. We found something unbelievable.
What?
It's some kind of necromantic force, a caster, ancient. I can't put into words what it was, but we managed to somehow, by the skin of our teeth, seal it away, and ever since we've needed to spend hours and hours a day indicating to where Venteeth is, still kind of with the arcane energy between his hands, still trying to hold it back. There's something in place in that catacomb, in the laboratory where we found it.
That's why Zendron's been killing himself.
Zendron's been doing as much as Venteeth, if not more. Standing on that plinth, casting a ward to prevent whatever that thing was from getting back to the material plane.
And that's why Zendron's getting worse every day.
And that's why you want us to go back down there and deal with it.
We think
What is the name of that thing they were talking about? The necromantic thing that needs to be killed? Do you remember, Kyro?
Out of character, what?
Make a history check.
That...
Okay.
I will as well.
Because I don't remember this.
9!
9?
Alright, history, right?
Yeah.
Okay. 20. A non-natural one.
Okay.
Just a dirty 20.
The words were, "At the fringe of the Underdark, in the catacombs below this temple, at the base of
Oh,
an
that's what
ancient
you're talking
stair, necrotic forces generations old can merge with divine life-restoring magics and recreate that which was lost."
Yeah.
Yeah.
It didn't say anything specific.
Oh, so it wasn't that thing where she said, like, so-and-so was an enemy?
No, she was just happy that we killed that Drider.
Oh, it was that one we already killed. Okay, cool.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
remember, Kyro, you remember pretty much spot on what Sintyrr conveyed to you, that for killing the Drider on your first expedition, Elistray is pleased and wishes to bring Jojorawr back by basically making use of this strange ethereal energy. As you guys look at
It just
Venteeth,
happens to line up with their own goals.
as you guys look at Venteeth holding his hands up with the glowing energy,
Just
between,
happens to coincidentally be the thing they want to
Well,
get
I
killed
mean,
too.
maybe she also wants to at the same time help these people.
Anyway.
Yeah, listen, out of character, I get it. Elstrai probably has the stuff, but Kyro is rightly suspicious that they're just trying to get us to do something that they want us
Sometimes
to do.
everybody can win.
Yeah, and that's fine. Anyway.
Anyway, you hear the shuffle of Nihilus as he makes his way up the stairs behind you, and Yorksa just looks at you both and goes, "I don't know that there's much more to say.
Yorksa, we're going down there tomorrow. What do we need to know?"
Be prepared for Be prepared for the undead. Be prepared for an ancient laboratory. I think there was.
Do you have any radiant magic?
Me myself. A rudimentary amount. It's
We've
not.
got 2 clerics and a paladin. We're fine.
Well, yeah, but if it doesn't hurt.
Have you been down
I'm
there?
not here.
Yeah, we
We've
were
seen
down. We were down in that laboratory when we found the evil that we banished. We banished it to another plane, and that's what we're holding back right now.
That's what you first told us about when you first cleansed the catacombs.
Yeah.
The dark spirit.
And we believe there's some kind of anchor in that laboratory, somehow strengthening its hold on this plane. If that could be destroyed, then we'll... Venteeth and Zendron wouldn't have to be killing themselves.
Will you last the night? If you can keep it at bay overnight, we'll rest, go down tomorrow, and either find out more about it or try to destroy it.
We can do that. We can do that. We were prepared for however long it took, but
we plan to go at dawn.
All right.
Personally, I plan to go after I talk to the gnome.
Look, so if anything happens, wake us, okay?
It'll be fine.
But you will wake us.
Yeah.
If anything gets dire.
Yeah. You look into her eyes, and again, she appears completely human, except for the fact that her eyes don't appear to have any iris or pupil. Make a religion check.
Natural 1.
It's
For
weird.
me.
It's weird.
Should I do one?
Yeah, go on then.
Alright.
Eirys,
Oh,
you can. It's really weird that a human doesn't have any pupil. That's weird.
I got another dirty 20. Wow.
Excuse me. Yeah. So you as you kind of look at Yorksa and she makes eye contact with you, you think, this is more than just a human with an eye defect. This is, and as you see, she kind of breathes a sigh of relief as the tension in the air
Reminds
goes.
me of Yell in his eyes, I guess.
Yeah, and when Yell's eyes change color, yeah, you feel as if there's a different racial element, and as she breathes a sigh of relief, there's actually a little tiniest shimmer that you catch of almost outside of your senses, a sparkle off of her skin. You think, wait, no, not celestial. Okay, so you guys, do you have anything else you want to do here? Yorksa kind of bids you farewell and goes to look over Venteeth in case anything goes wrong.
Is she a vampire?
I'll stand here. I'll wait for Kyro, but I'll stand as to head up.
Yeah, Kyro's going to head back up.
Okay.
Have
By
we
the
ever
time,
seen her stand in the sunlight?
by the time, by the time you make your way back up the stairs, you see Nihilus shuffling in the stairs above. So by the time you get to the ground floor, you can see him shuffling up the stairs to get to the second, the corridor.
I'm just
where
gonna
his
shout,
bedroom is.
"Hey, Adam! Hey!"
You're a dick.
What?
Sorry.
Does she actually say that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Fuck you! I'm going to sleep!
He carries him up the stairs.
That wasn't what I was gonna ask him or tell him.
Sorry, I just couldn't hold it back.
It's alright. He's kind of a
Relax.
dick.
He is a dick.
He's just being grumpy because he hasn't had any sleep.
He yeah, you hear as he makes his way to the top corridor and the tramping of his feet on the floorboards above you as he makes his way across to his room. Do either of you have any business?
I head back to my room unless Kyro. I go in and shut the door. I do the usual, push the furniture up against the door, make the bed look slept in, take a spot down to the side of a window, and just pull my legs up and fall asleep against it.
Okay. In answer to your question, Brüz, it's mid-evening sort of time by the time that everybody settles down. Yeah.
For a moment, like Brüz might have just wandered off, and it was like 4 in the afternoon. He's like, "I'm going to sleep now."
Your expedition
It's
today.
evening, it's fine.
Yeah, your expedition today was an all-day deal. Like, you guys spent time recuperating after that fight.
I'm on a long rest now.
Everybody benefits.
As long as it was like
from a lot.
after sunset.
Before going to bed,
Oh,
wanted to speak to
sorry.
Ella.
Excuse me. Yeah, crack on.
I've got more things I wanted to say.
So,
What?
I assume
If you wanted
everybody's
to say
else has gone
something,
off.
then you should say it.
We'll say that everybody's gone to sleep at this point. Ella and Yell have the floor.
Hi. Just wanted to say, thank you for working overdrive today. You are
That's okay.
probably far more shattered than I am. I really do appreciate it.
That's okay. You're my friend. Wow.
You're mine too. I do have to tell you one thing. I have been lying slightly when I've been telling everyone I'm tapped out.
Okay. Why?
I was keeping a spell back. As you know, I have small healing magic, nothing compared to you.
I'm not the best cleric, you know. There are other better clerics out there.
You're the best one I've met.
Oh, thanks. I love it. Confidence boost. No. So what? Hang on. So you've been holding a spell back. So what's that about?
Well, since the gnolls in
Trinstone.
can't remember names. Trinstone. Since the gnolls in Trinstone, where it went down, and I was out and helpless to help you. I've kept one back just in case.
So you have one reserve.
Yes.
Oh. Is that just for me?
It is indeed.
You should name it the Ella spell. Just saying.
The Ella spell.
The Ella spell.
I
Just
like
saying.
it.
It's just an idea. Just an idea.
I still have my Ella spell for the day.
Yay! Thank you. Well, I've got a few left still.
You still have some spells left?
Yeah.
You must have been working overdrive though.
Yeah.
The amount of times I went down. And Sintyrr. And did Kyro go down?
I did not, thank you.
Yell was knocked out for so many rounds. Doesn't down.
Well, I'm not. It helped having another cleric. Saying.
That's a point. Brüz! He's another cleric and a
Brüz.
tiefling.
Yes.
Hey,
You have your own coffee now.
What?
The Hell's Healers.
that's
Why
so
do you
cool.
make a Brüz?
He's so cool.
He's cool. He is cool. I like him. We should keep him. Can we keep
Yes.
him? Yes.
Like a pet.
We must make sure though we speak to him more so that he goes with us rather than Eirys, because Eirys is being a tough nut to crack.
Oh yeah, she is. I mean,
We'll get her
mean.
eventually. Yeah.
well, maybe
we'll
I
get
just
through
need to
to her
talk about.
eventually.
We'll break her down.
We'll break her legs. Wait, no, we won't break her legs.
Start wearing them
No,
down.
I know what we'll do. We'll bundle her and just keep on hugging her, and then she's going to eventually soften up.
Shower her with love. I love it.
Exactly.
Pull a Nihilus.
Just way, that's how.
I can't see how this will go wrong. I'll make sure I have her arms pinned down so she can't grab her knife.
Oh, yeah. that would be handy. I don't particularly want to get poked by a sharp thing while I'm hugging her.
No. Being poked by sharp pointy things is not fun.
No, not particularly. Not particularly. Hey, how's Stanley? I haven't seen him for a bit.
Pulls the backpack round, opens him up.
Stanley! oh, Stanley! Hello!
Kind of, make an animal handling check.
Who?
Ella.
Oh, me? Oh, God. Okay. Animal handling. Okay. Ooh, my first roll of the day. Not too bad. 15.
Okay, so you hush yourself and you kind of like gently put your hand upon his head and down his neck and onto his back, and in so doing, you do not wake him up by accident. He's still asleep in the bag.
He's very cute.
He really is.
I mean,
Lisa,
what trick? Oh. Hey, you wanted to, what was it? Oh, yeah, that was it. Gnomish. You wanted to learn how to speak Gnomish, didn't you?
Yes, I did. It sounded so cool.
It's quite cool. It is quite a cool language, not gonna lie. I'm a bit biased, you know. When do you want to do that?
Whenever you're free. I am down to learn the gnome.
We can teach it. I can teach you now and again. I think I've got a lot of work cut out with Nihilus. A lot of work to do.
That's no problem. Whenever you're free.
Oh my god! Yeah! I didn't tell you this earlier. I got my own spell book.
You got your own spell book.
I got my own spell book.
Can I see?
So, Zoe,
okay.
pick it up. Pick up the frog.
Oh my god! It has a bird on it.
That wasn't what I was referencing, but cool, that'll do.
Hang on. Yo, wrong book. Sorry, that's one of my many books. Hang on. I have a rummage in my bag. Hang on.
You hear the sound of flying papers everywhere, and then the room adjacent, Arthrin kind of knocks on the wall like, "Shut up! I'm trying to sleep."
No, found it. It's this. How good is
my
this?
god, that's so cool.
Oh, I had to, God, that is amazing.
It's got leather on it.
Look, it's so cool. Anyway, sorry.
How many spells does it have?
Leather-bound book.
I love it.
So do I.
It's so cool.
So do you need anything special to put spells in it? Or
Oh, that's a good point. I think I have to acquire a few things, if I remember correctly.
well, if you let me know what it is, I can make sure to help for getting it.
Oh, thank you. That would be a big help. I'll find out what I need to get, and I'll let you know.
It is noted. Also, you know how Nihilus charged us to get stuff identified?
Yes.
I think I can do that, but I don't have the right items right now.
What do you need?
Think I need a pearl, a big one.
Oh. I'm sure we can find you a pearl.
Have to be on the lookout.
I'll keep my eyes peeled. Okay. We should probably go to sleep now. I think
It's
quite
getting
late.
pretty late. Yeah. We are incredibly tired.
It's been a long
Anyway,
day.
yeah. Thank you again. And,
That's okay. You're welcome. Thank you too.
well, not much to compare to what you do, but anyway. Off to bed, and then I guess it's back downstairs tomorrow.
Yep.
Yay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so, night.
Night.
Night, Stanley.
Yay, long rest.
You guys benefit from a long rest. It has been an exhausting day. It's been a day of discovery. It's been a day of new companions and possibly brighter futures. And as the sun dawns over the Trine Mountains once more on... Oh, what's the date? The 9th of Myrtle, I believe. If I've got that right. You guys awaken. You take your breakfast. The toast is delicious.
Looking for knives.
As you guys come down, it's kind of in a buffet format because of how many guests there are now in. And honestly, you guys have to take surprisingly small portions. Not surprisingly, smaller portions than you have because of the vast number of guests and the limited means that these individuals have of A, producing the food, and B, actually preparing it because of how many of them have been occupied with the arcane threat against this against this whole plane, really. So it's mostly breads. It's warm butter.
I don't think I've eaten the bread yet.
It's reasonable, but not particularly tasty. Like it's dysfunctional.
I've never had unreasonable bread.
No, I'm saying I don't think Kyro's eaten bread before.
Oh.
It's there.
Okay.
Anyway,
least
Nihilus eventually kind of waddles in. York's been there for a while and kind of like nods at him. Morning, as he comes in. He kind of grumpily kind of moves up to the table and jumps onto a chair. Grabs a hunk of bed.
Morning, all. Yes.
Morning.
Another busy day.
Morning.
Morning.
Sintyr's already like prepared completely for everything. He's just kind of waiting for everyone else to be ready.
You have like your backpack on, just like massively filled to the brim, like ration packs on the sides.
So he doesn't say anything, but you know he's just kind of waiting.
You're coiled up like a spring, just ready to like jump off your chair and just go into the catacombs again.
That's a good image.
You're preoccupied with thoughts of that. The tension around the table kind of escapes you, and it's like Nihilus kind of like looks around and sort of gazes a little bit at Eirys, and then lingers a little bit more intently and darkly at Kyro.
When he looks at me, I'm gonna.
I didn't even do anything wrong.
Provocatively and give him a wink.
I'm just going to look at him coolly and ask him. So how's identifying our stuff going?
Yeah, I finished that yesterday. It's fine. It's all in a pile.
Oh.
It's
right.
Laid out on a desk in the library. I can tell you all about it if you want.
Yeah. Let's go.
Prepare for the moodiest list of identified items.
Who cracked him? His apples. Jesus.
The lantern that's returned to Arthrin is a lantern of revealing. It basically has the power to illuminate any ghosts, any unseen presences, either by invisibility or by
That's
ghosts.
so rad.
That's actually pretty epic.
Yeah. I believe
Anybody. Crap. There goes Yell's invisibility.
It's the.
Is it only to the user or is it to everyone?
I believe it is.
So basically,
whatever's
we have the lens of truth.
Actually, no. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it is anything illuminated by the light. Let me just check.
So he needs to be careful if like Yell goes invisible, not to use that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it'll blow Yell's cover.
It's very useful for finding other invisible people, though. I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So as long as Yell stays away from the lit part of the room.
While lit, this hooded lantern burns for 6 hours on 1 pint of oil. Invisible creatures are visible as long as they are in the lantern's bright light.
Yes. Okay, cool.
The bright light. So there's going to be
So as long as we stay outside of it.
It's a 30-foot radius.
That's pretty
So
good.
anything within 30 feet of basically Arthrin is.
So any invisible people who try to kill Arthrin would be visible.
Exactly, and he kind of smiles.
Considered a magical light?
It's considered a light that illuminates invisible things. The light itself isn't magical, but it illuminates
Light itself
the.
isn't magical.
Yeah.
But like you could use it for reading if you wanted.
Yeah.
Sure, it's still light. It's still light.
Still light. Yeah.
A
Alright,
light is light.
It still functions as a lantern as well.
Now the rope and the kind of slip-on shoes that are returned to you make a neat little pair. One is a rope of climbing.
I like that.
Yeah. Hang on, let me just RST. Just bear with me.
I assume it gives you advantage on climbing things or something.
Yeah, it's a £3 rope that can hold up to £3,000, and if you basically
Wow.
give it a command word, and the rope will animate and move for you to a destination and stay there.
Well, that's way more useful.
Yeah, it can
Moving
move
on
10 feet per
command.
turn.
It can levitate.
Yeah,
So it
basically.
can like lift things up.
If you hold
Oh
one
my
end of
God,
the word
I
and
love
use
this
an
rope.
If you hold one end of the rope and use an action to speak the command word, the rope animates, and you can command the other end to move towards a destination you choose. So if you wanted it to move to the top of a cliff, it would move by 10 feet every 6 seconds to the top of the cliff.
That's so useful.
So yeah, it basically makes climbing way easier.
It's just an elevator.
Well,
Very
it's a
slow.
rope. You still have to climb it, but yeah.
It's not that slow.
It's a very slow elevator.
But you have to hold on to it all times.
Or multiple
Pull
barrels.
yourself up.
Or you'll die.
It's still very good.
The slip-on shoes are slippers of spider walking, and which retrieved from one of the chests where the spider nest was, ironically enough. While you wear these light shoes, you can move up, down, and across vertical surfaces and upside down along ceilings while leaving your hands free, and it grips. You basically become Spider-Man while wearing these shoes.
Yeah.
All right.
You have a
Oh my
climbing
God.
speed equal to
Very
your
cool.
walking speed, therefore. If the surface is covered by ice or oil, they don't work. It needs to be a solid
It has to be
surface.
a rough surface.
Yeah. The armor set that you had previously cut a line in and that had been repaired by Ella's spell is Mariner's armor, which may have been implied to you by the kind of wave design along the
It
side
has some
of
to do with
these.
water.
So that basically doubles your swim speed and enables you to float if you want, or something like that. Yeah, Mariner's armor. The
That'll
rest
be
of
useful when we fight the octopus.
indeed, and the rest, you didn't ask to be identified.
Yeah. I thought we didn't actually get the armor identified. I thought it was one other thing.
There was an armor shirt, almost like an undershirt, and I believe Nihilus identified that as being mithril armor for free because he just
Nice.
knew what it was.
Knew what it was. Okay.
You have a small kind of box that you don't know what it does. It was empty. It might just be for storage.
Yeah, I
Box,
think
Eirys
we
has, and
actually.
she didn't give over
yeah.
her bits.
That's why we didn't get that identified.
And you also,
Okay, that's why we did get the armor identified.
Iris, you
Okay, I
also
remember.
have a small stone. That's an agate, and as far as you're aware, it's just an agate stone.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
While they were doing
about
that,
the other-
I'm so annoyed because Iris. I wish Iris had been there, but she actually wouldn't have been. She would have, as she passed Kyro, as they were heading out. I assume it would have been simultaneous. She would have just said, "Come get me when we're ready to go," and would have just gone out the front and taken herself off back to that patch of flowers and just sat there by herself.
Awesome.
Small patch of flowers. Where's that?
Yeah, she walked just 100 feet. So
Okay.
still not very far, and then there was a patch of flowers because she rolled a really high perception check at the time.
Yeah. Okay. Remembered. Thank you.
She's just gonna chill there.
All right.
He's in a good mood.
Does anyone
Alright.
else have any? Basically, those items are returned.
Yeah, Kyro needs to ask about the other item. So, what about the cards?
The cards?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're not there. Huh. That's strange. I had all of the items here. There was I don't know what to tell you.
Where are they while this is happening?
This is in, I guess, the kitchen area.
Oh, so
He's he kind
so
of
Sintyrr would
we'll
be
say
there, right?
we'll say he
No,
doubled back.
you're in the kitchen area. Nihilus and Kyro are somewhere else.
Okay. I'll say that I'm happy enough for Nihilus to have accompanied you to the library where they're being stored, where those items were on the desk.
I apologize. I know that I definitely had cards, and they were definitely here. Something strange happened while I was identifying them, and I assumed that it was just tiredness, you know. But they don't seem to be.
And he kind of ruffles around the desk. He opens a couple of drawers. He looks inside. He rustles around some papers.
I apologize. They're not here. Well, perhaps
It's fine. You can just. I don't have any idea what they were worth, but how about 500 gold?
What? What are you talking about?
Attaboy.
I gave them to you to identify, and you were supposed to give them back afterwards. You didn't, so that means...
It's because they've disappeared. Something must have happened during the incantation. That was outside of my control.
Was it? Aren't you a wizard who casts spells as your profession?
That's right, and sometimes the arcane can be unpredictable. Like I can be when I am irked.
Alright. So you're fine with whatever happens then?
The cards aren't here. I don't know what else to tell you.
Okay. He's gonna take his stuff and he's gonna leave the room.
What, and then just rob him at some point?
You don't know what's going to happen to him.
That was so threatening. I love it.
Okay.
I guess I don't.
Wow. Okay, so you make your way back to the kitchen. Does anyone have any other business they want to attend to before they're ready to go?
For all I know, those cards had magic powers that would have resurrected someone.
They may well have done.
Probably, I don't know.
Can Ella jump up and go to the library to Nihilus?
Yeah, as you go along, you pass Kyro in the corridor. Kyro has a somewhat detached look on his face. Make an insight check as you walk past him.
Woo!
Oh. 22.
Okay, let me
good.
roll.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can tell that he has plans to bring harm to Nihilus at some point.
Yikes.
Yeah.
He's
got a
looking
very
a bit murdery.
he's got a very cold exterior, and it's difficult to see through. But this is your traveling companion of some weeks now, and yeah, he's not thinking bright thoughts. These are dark thoughts. Thoughts of harm.
Okay.
You continue along the corridor and you enter into the library, where a very flustered Nihilus kind of stands, breathing a little bit heavier than perhaps you're used to seeing, with a dark expression that you don't recognize on that otherwise positive face.
Oh, a better face. Well, someone more friendly. That's good. Good to see you.
Good to see you too. You okay?
Your companion is a confusing individual.
Tell me about it.
May I ask you? Why do you share the road with that one? Why does someone as bright and joy-filled and encouraging as you hang around with someone so brooding and confusing?
Who do you think needs cheer? I'm not there.
I need people to help me. I'm on a quest of my own, which only one other about. And I am I suppose, in a way, testing them. Or trying to find out what they're like, if they are going to be any good, or if they're going to be willing to help me.
Well, it's nice that somebody is open with their motives. That's a refreshing thing to hear this morning. Oh, my lips are sealed. My lips are sealed.
They don't pay much attention to me anyway.
Is there anything I can do for you?
Well, now you've given me my spell book. Can we learn some spells?
Oh, well, we can begin, yes, if you'd like to do so now. It's going to take some time. We could begin, but it would take at least a day.
Oh, okay.
We don't have a day.
I think, well, from the look of Sintyrr when he was having breakfast, I think he wants to go pretty soon.
Yes.
I want to go now.
My advice to you is to, if you truly desire and truly have the heart of a wizard, listen to the arcane calling within your heart, and you'll find that you have more capacity than you realize. Return to me, and tell me about what you have done.
Okay.
Hold out your fingers like this.
Listen to your heart.
Do we do jazz hands?
Repeat after me.
No, okay, no jazz hands. Okay.
Hang on, I'm just gonna get out of your way for a second. Just aim it down that corridor. Repeat after me.
What? Oh, what?
And
Okay.
he gives you a verbal component to recite. Do you do it?
Okay. Yeah.
There's a crack of sparks at the edges of the fingers, and there's a spurt of fire. And goes, well. He grabs your hands and immediately pulls them apart. He's like,
whoa. Didn't actually think that shit would work.
He starts jumping around and gleefully giggling, and he's he's ecstatic about the fact that you appear to be able to tap into the arcane. Not quite enough to burn a spell slot, but enough to show that you've got some element of wizardry within you. He goes,
just listen to that. You should feel that sensation crawling up your spine and into your head. That is the arcane energy linking up with your own intelligence. And if you listen to that sensation, let it guide you on the battlefield, I guarantee the results will be explosive. Now go.
Okay, thank you. Would you training tomorrow when I get back?
Yes, absolutely. I'm counting on it.
Fantastic. Wish me luck.
Good luck. You're gonna need it. You'll be fine. Off you go.
Okay, great. Bye.
okay.
Alright, so are we all ready to go? Because I'll go grab Eirys. And in character, he would say it differently and probably be like, are you guys ready to leave?
Arthrin kind of shoulders his backpack. I'm good.
Alright, you guys go on ahead, I'll be right there.
Alright.
He's gonna go and get Eirys. Hey.
You head out of the front door and you see her 100 feet away. You head over.
Oh, well, I walk over there and then I say hey.
Yeah.
We ready to go?
Yeah.
Okay. Just head on in.
Oh, has anyone got Brüz?
I assumed when everyone said we were ready to go, that meant everyone said we were ready to go. Is Brüz with the party?
This is outside.
Okay, Brüz is ready.
Brüz is always up at dawn, and he always goes outside
Okay.
to talk
So
to a tree.
The
The thing to do in the morning.
Okay.
You guys
Hey, we're leaving.
Passive
Bruce.
perception wise, Eirys, you would have been able to see, like in the middle distance, there's a kind of spindly, spidery tree snaking up from the ground, and you can see Brüz just merrily chuckling as he converses with it.
Tiefling.
I'm also peeing, which is what Brüz refers to as talking to a tree.
He's communing with nature.
But he does
Tiefling.
talk to the tree at the same time. Brüz is not familiar with that word or the
Brüz.
calling for him. Yes, just a moment.
Put it away. We're going.
It takes more than a moment.
Yeah, so is he apparently.
Would you mind turning around?
I just go in.
Brüz comes back inside, joins everybody.
Okay. With that, everybody you make your way downstairs into the second level, and as you do, you see an exhausted Venteeth on the right-hand side, slumping towards the corridor, meeting you as he goes. Zendron is next to him.
Zendron's told me what's happened. Best of luck.
He's almost completely delirious at this point, and as he kind of like walks past, I'll assume that Eirys is leading the way. You feel his hand just clamp on your shoulder, and it's a moment, and he comes off and just he drags his hooves through the dirty ground as he goes past the party, giving you acknowledging nods as he goes. Zendron sort of grimaces as you guys approach.
Well, I hope this works.
He returns to the plinth, turns around, recites some word of incantations, moves his hands, and he himself just begins holding this white energy above him. You guys are at the entrance, where the main table is.
Sintyrr just looks back and is like, "It will work."
Zendron's so focused on the spell that he's not paying attention.
And Sintyrr strides on in with the utmost confidence.
All right, you guys make your way down. Can I get a marching order?
Eirys be somewhere near the middle.
This is Will Brüz.
Sintyr's
Okay.
at the front.
Yep.
You're so eager. I love it.
Okay.
Yell's probably near Ella, but towards the front, if Ella's towards the front. Like, middle front.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So, provisionally, Sintyrr, Yell and Ella, Eirys, Brüz, Kyro, and Arthrin at the back. You guys make your way back into the catacombs that you have seen before. Or, Brüz, for you, the first time. Are you with us on Roll20, Swiss?
Yes.
Good. All right. If you need to switch off your camera, do it. Like, I'd rather you be connected all the time than continually be dropping in and out.
I don't think it's the camera. I just think it's my Discord because it's running through the browser.
I see.
Won't install.
Okay.
Run through the browser.
All right.
On our way there, because you said it's quite a few hours.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're there. Who's is like Kyro near me at all?
Yeah.
I forgot
you
the
can,
march order.
You can slow down a little bit, let Brüz overtake you, and then Kyro's there.
Hey.
Hi.
So you seem to be pretty well informed about different dark creatures from what I've seen so far.
He's gonna like shake his hand as in a like kinda.
More so than me. Have you ever heard of something that's like dark shadow with like tentacles and can speak?
Well, that does sound like something you could find in the Underdark. Couldn't say specifically which one of the tentacle dark shadowy things it is, though.
We've
It
got
was
a lot
like-
of those.
You can
I think
talk
it's
though,
about-
right?
This big, I gestured
I
to
know
the
what
thing,
she's talking about.
the thing that I saw in my nightmare, I gestured to pick that one.
Should I roll something? See if I know.
Make a nature check.
Okay. Alright. 19.
She could be talking about all manner of things. You've already encountered ropers, and they can't
Right,
speak.
but it can talk, and it's
Yeah.
this big, and it has tentacles, and it's shadowy.
Maybe
Maybe an illithid?
Yeah, maybe talking about a mind flayer, maybe talking about one of their spawn, all manner of tentacled creatures make their way.
Mind
but
flayers make all sorts of weird experiments all the time.
I
Yes.
describe it as accurately as I can for Nightmare, but I'm not going to give away the fact, like, of how I know about it or how I saw it.
19.
Just, like-
There's one more thing that chops into your mind, but it's too crazy.
Is it? What is it?
Tentacles. Tentacles doesn't necessarily need to be humanoid in order to have tentacles and can speak. Could it be a beholder?
I mean, if she didn't say it was humanoid.
Yeah. You think it could be a mind flayer, maybe a beholder?
Did it have,
A
like,
beholder?
lots of eyes, or one eye, or...
I want to say it was it lots of eyes? I can't remember. I think it was lots of eyes.
Well, beholders have a bunch of eye stalks.
Does she mention anything about those?
I mean, when you hear lots of eyes, you think beholder, lots of eyes at the ends of stalks that could be mistaken for tentacles. Maybe that's what she's talking about. Why? And then you think, well, why would she know? Why is she asking this?
I don't care. I just asked her.
That's why I asked her.
Yeah, I just
No
asked
questions.
her. Are there, like, eyes on the end of the tentacles?
I
Like, waving
think
around?
there were lots of eyes.
It might be a beholder.
What's a beholder?
They're like giant, fleshy eyeballs with mouths and
Can they be
wiggly
like
bits, and they float around.
controlled or used or dependent?
They're usually the controller, right?
Yeah, with that nature check, you know that mind
Oh,
flayers.
good.
Sorry.
Beholders.
Beholders are the ones who control.
I'd be like, no, they're typically the ones who control other people. I don't know what could control a beholder. They're very.
Brüz
very
close
big.
enough to overhear any of this?
Yeah,
you're
probably.
You're walking just in front of them, and they haven't
Yeah.
been trying to hide.
Okay.
You should be speaking quite quietly, but I imagine the immediately around be able to hear.
In a tunnel where sort of all pretty close at hand.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Brüz is like keeps sort of like tilting his head back just to listen a little bit more carefully. Conversation.
You guys make your way further down.
Are they powerful?
Yeah, typically
Are they-
they can like create big ass tunnels and whatever. They're
Yeah.
really, really hard to. I don't know a lot about them beyond that they do whatever the fuck they want and kill whatever they want. So yeah, pretty powerful.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
I want to like insight her, I guess. I want to see if
Make an insight check.
Thanks.
14.
She's asking a question which, you know, it is an objectively interesting question because, you know, humans shouldn't really know about mind flayers.
Mhm.
So why
I know,
would
it's just she seemed disappointed when I said that they were very powerful.
Yeah, I mean, you're not sure of the reason why she's asking, and you're not sure of the reason why she would even begin
Did
to
you
have
want
an
to kill
idea.
one or something?
I'd imagine you can pick up that you don't know why she's asking, but it does seem weirdly
Yeah,
invested in.
Yeah.
those
No,
in
he just
particular.
straight up asked her, "Do you want to
Oh.
kill one or something?"
No, I heard about them.
Hmm.
Figured it's good to get as much knowledge on all kinds of potential enemies as possible in case I do ever find one.
Yeah, I mean, if you ever find one, the best thing to do is just try to avoid it.
Run away. Got it.
All right. You guys make your... Oh, sorry, yes, after you, sorry.
No, it's fine. Just as we're walking down and stuff, going to sort of like hushedly try and get Yell and Sintyrr, because I need to talk to them.
Okay. You guys are on the. You guys are going following this down for a number of hours, so it's reasonable that you take a little bit of a break on the way down. And during that, you have a
Okay,
moment.
cool. Okay. Yeah, guys, I need to talk to you.
Well, what's up?
Should addressing everyone or just you?
No, just Yell and Sintyrr, and
Okay.
I'm talking in a hushed voice, so,
Right.
so no one else could hear. I bumped into Kyro in the corridor, and when I went to see Nihilus, and I'm worried he's going to do something bad to Nihilus.
Why?
I don't know. I wasn't there for the conversation, but I bumped into him, and he was thinking. He had the face of someone who was.
Well,
I'm not going to let him do any harm to Nihilus.
I know. I wouldn't want him to harm Nihilus either.
So we need to make sure he doesn't harm him.
All right. Agreed.
Agreed? Yeah?
I'll try.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Eventually, you
I'll go
guys.
back.
Yep. Eventually, you guys continue down the tunnel and make your way into the catacombs that you know below. You understand from what Zendron has told you that. Excuse me. Let me just make these a bit smaller. You understand from what Zendron has told you that somewhere on this level, you've been deeper down into the Underdark, but you've been directed that whatever you're looking for is here. This is where it is. Sintyrr, you're leading the way, and as you step into the way, you start seeing the little glowing balls of amber illuminating this level of the catacombs. You see further down, still lying there, the arrayed shards and pieces of rock that have been cast aside by the Umber Hulk in this space here. All around here, you can see the pieces of rock that have been smashed asunder as the Umber Hulk flew out of the wall and attacked you last time. Its body appears to have been, cut into. Some of the chitinous armor has been cracked, and it appears to have become food for much of the wildlife. You don't see any immediately around, but you can actually see here an opening where the wall was.
Okay.
As soon as we get into the dangerous territory, I'm gonna.
Well,
Yeah, I'll stop
let's
there.
see what's the direction we need to go in.
Wow, I did badly.
I didn't.
Okay, yeah, we need to go down past that.
I leveled up. I forgot.
We have a new proficiency bonus now.
So yeah,
Great.
we need to go down this way.
Plus 10.
Okay. If you guys would like to move yourselves, then please do.
Okay.
As you look... I'm just going to move forward. Cool. So, Sintyr's going to
A
lead the way.
stealth check.
If you would like to make a stealth check, please do.
Was that a stealth check that everyone else are doing?
Yeah.
Me and Kyro did.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone else did.
I didn't.
I would like to
That's
remind you
nice.
guys that the last time we were down here, we saw 2 ambush predators. So
All right, let's keep an eye out then.
Okay.
Yell is reminded of that and will try to hide.
Arthrin will do the same.
Ella will try.
Yeah, I got a 16.
15 for Arthrin. That's a pretty neat roll.
There you go.
How'd Ella do?
Oh.
Who's got a nat 20?
Ella, you're wearing Ella, you're wearing scale armor. Roll with disadvantage.
Well, I already rolled a 4, so. Yeah, 4.
Okay. So there's scraping of the armor as Ella moves forward. You accidentally kind of hits the back of Sintyr's left leg, and kind of like, oh, sorry. You guys definitely see that there's an opening here. I've tried to like draw it in by hand because obviously you can see that there's an opening there, right? From where the Umber Hulk smashed through the wall. The path continues on, and you know for sure that was the area. This is the area of the cavern that you were exploring before you decided to double back and come back up. What would you like to do?
Let's go down the Umber tunnel.
Okay. As you look
And I
around,
peek round.
Yep. You look around and you see a room. First of all, illuminated by the glow of
I walk right into the
large...
room and try to investigate.
Okay. As you walk inside, you see illuminated here a space, a large body of a beast. A large sort of reptilian creature, having been gutted and slashed to death. Its bones are protruding from where the body has been picked into, and some of the bits of the meat eaten. You see a door on your left, sorry, on your right hand side, and another door immediately ahead. Here, there appear to be a couple of statues kind of laid into the walls of warriors of this ancient civilization long since dead. And looking ahead, you can see a stairway with the stone completely like caved in, blocking the way through.
Oh, that's where that goes.
And I mean, make a survival check, Kira.
Oh. Okay.
Just roll fun.
That's fine. You can
survival's a plus one right now.
Just in terms of like your sense of direction.
11.
It's difficult to really get your bearings in a cave like this. They look similar to the stairs that you saw that were caved in around the other side, but it's difficult to know if they really link up or not.
Then if my roll counts it up when I accidentally roll, they're all at 21.
Yeah, your
Is
survival
there
check.
Space above the rubble, or is it just floor to ceiling rubble?
I'll tell you what. It would have been floor to ceiling, but for the Umber Hulk moving, so it's been buried through. So there's a small sort of tunnel way that the Umber Hulk. And again, like as Eirys kind of like steps forward, and you might briefly vocalize to yourself that this is a stair that links up to where you were before. You make the mental link together that this is obviously where the Umber Hulk was sleeping, where you took rest in that small area last time, a little while ago.
Yell pokes the dead thing with his sword.
Okay.
That explains why we could hear it.
It's an auto crit. He's already dead.
I mean, I'm just poking it, see like if it's gooey or solid or what.
Is it newly dead or oldly dead?
Oldly dead.
Make a nature check.
Great at those. That's a +3 on a 7, so that's 10.
Difficult to really tell. It's dead. It's a dead animal. It may be days or weeks. It's difficult to really know.
So not super fresh.
Brüz, excuse me. Let me pop your
Super
token
fresh.
there. There you go.
Super fresh.
You should be able to control that one, Brüz. I apologise. Cool. So,
all good now.
Yeah. Anything else from anyone in this room?
Let's open the
So
door.
where's your goddess telling you to go?
I feel really put on the spot when he says that.
Do you want us to get the name?
He clearly doesn't completely believe that.
Yeah,
there
that's
is even one.
why he feels put on the spot, because he feels like, oh man, if I don't answer something good, he's gonna think worse of my goddess.
What are you gonna do?
Silently pray.
Make a religion check.
Okay.
You're just like, please tell me where to go, please.
Yeah, basically.
That's pretty good.
Okay, hold on. Let me just...
If all else fails, pray.
My friends.
Let me pray a little.
Yeah. Help me validate your existence to my son.
I rolled a 3 plus religion.
A 3.
Oh no.
Let me, and I mean, that probably won't. Well, I have +5 to religion, so it's actually like
8.
8. So that's not
So you're
bad.
so flustered. You feel put upon by Kyro, and you just like you try and sputter out some words or you try and like focus on your symbol of Elistrai, and like just no peace comes to you. You're just feeling too overwhelmed with pressure. Arthrin kind of steps.
He chokes.
Arthrin steps forward and is like, "Hey, do you want to go down there, or do you want to check somewhere else?"
I don't know.
Can I go up to the door and see if I can hear anything?
He starts like trying to repeat what he remembers her saying. Place where necrotic and divine energy mingle, and
Here, let's just go through this door you're standing in front of.
Kyro.
He says,
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
maybe we'll check. Sure, why not?
Perception check for Eirys. What was that?
Natural 20.
You hear from between the crack in the middle of the doorway you place your head, and you hear the whistling of subterranean winds being swept down a long tunnel. And as Kyro gets frustrated and throws open the door, you see illuminated before you a long stair. It winds down.
And he's like,
down further.
This way.
Down further.
Yeah.
Down
And
further.
his confidence returns, and he just strides on in.
Okay.
Obviously, this way. She said there were stairs.
She's convinced Nihilus is just being a jerk, and he's a goddess.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Ella's
She's
with you
having
now.
a
She's
jab.
talking about her. Okay.
And before, when she said, "Do you want me to get the gnome?" she was get Nihilus, so you can... goddess is telling you like that was
Well,
her
if this is a
being an
prank
asshole.
by Nihilus, then it's probably the meanest ever prank ever.
You should sorry, excuse me. You continue following the stair. Let me just keep on revealing it for you. You're really keen, my god. Reveal.
He's determined.
Hey, I'd like to stealth.
Okay, yeah, make a stealth check.
Yeah, yeah.
Did I come out stealth to do the perception check, did I?
My dude here, he is not bothering to stealth. He's
No, you're very confident.
You see small antechamber pillars rising to your left-hand side and your right-hand side.
I'm gonna take a
and
pause.
there's a large door to what appears to be a wall that you at first assume it's kind of like a straight wall, but as you notice it more, Eirys, you can see from where you stand, it is a curved wall, and the door in the middle kind of juts out awkwardly in trying to make a straight edge along this
oh yeah, I activate my detect magic vision.
Okay.
And I'm still stealth from before, aren't I? Because I don't think I've come out of it.
You detect yeah, I mean, if you want to roll stealth, but Sintyrr, you detect, as you use your detect magic feature of paladinness, or drowness, I forgot which one.
Drowiness in this case. He uses his special eyes.
You open them and you immediately feel one of the strongest magical forces you've ever detected using this ability. In fact, the strongest force.
So it's just
within.
like
Yeah.
So bright.
It's bright. It's bright.
What's the school of magic?
But it's dark. It's necromancy.
So
necromancy.
So is there necromancy going on?
Yeah.
I should probably tell you all.
You also detect enchantment as well.
I should probably tell you all. We were told to expect.
He's like, this is it. This is the right place. There's like hella necromancy and hella enchantment ahead.
Okay. Just gonna check these things. Check everything's
when
alright.
Hela turns undead, she raises Hela.
Would you like to open the door?
Huh?
Would you like to open,
You open the door.
I turn to look at everyone and see if they're like ready for whatever's behind this door.
Arthrin takes an arrow out of his quiver and knocks his bow.
Yell draws the magic oily and gets ready.
Just gives a nod to everyone and kicks the door open.
You kick the door open.
It was a pull.
And this is where this is where I ask the question. This is a long encounter, guys. Are you ready for it? Do you want to give it the full hug tonight?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Just bear with me.
Here we go.
As is revealed. Ba-cha-chum.
Oh, it's a big room.
I'm so glad we didn't come down here when we were relatively tapped out.
A massive chamber that is almost.
What's that thing?
Look, it's a naked lady.
It's got elements of it's got elements of like a coliseum sort of look about it, like an amphitheater, but it seems to have been converted. You can see amongst the kind of shoved over pillars and the debris a large statue of some kind of female figure. She does appear to be naked, and
That seems like something we should get rid of.
and actually, as you look inside, Sintyrr, your dark vision can see this perfectly. There appear to be the glittering of coins at the base, and
that's a trap.
Immediately beside immediately underneath the outstretched hand of the statue are just all manner of higgledy-piggledy pieces of metal and shards, and it's difficult to make out. It's not on the map perfectly, so you're going to have to take my word for it on this one. But there is a small desk down there. There appears to be like ancient quills and papers strewn around. There's an open chest at the base that appears to have some things in it. And you can also see around, apparently around just at regular intervals around the edge of this circular chamber, this laboratory, are suits of armor.
Yeah, those aren't gonna come to life.
Well, I mean, there's enchantment in necromancy. Where's the necromancy coming from?
Yeah, I still have my magic vision on, by the way.
Yeah, tell me where it is.
The source...
Is it coming from those guys? They look suspicious.
Yeah, there's enchantment energy hanging off of each of the suits of armor. And there's enchantment energy sort of sprayed out everywhere. And upon the entire room, the necromantic energy is just radiating so strongly. It's the feeling of not only there being sources of necromantic in the immediate, but like a long set necromantic energy. One that has been here
The whole room is
for
terrible.
generations. Yeah,
It's got necromancy stink.
Yeah.
Like there's no obvious source of the necromantic energy. It's just
is
a
stinky.
thick fog everywhere.
It's
a
so thick.
stink.
It's so thick. It's difficult to make out what's going on with it. What would you guys like to do?
I'm zooming over to Arthur and I'm telling him what. Is it Yorkshire? Have I said that wrong?
Yeah, Yorkshire.
What she told me, undead, the evil race spirit thing that they banished before, is probably back. We need to find a thing and destroy it. The evil. I've forgotten what they're called.
Wait,
that
I
one.
go over.
Did you
I
think
go
that
over
was
to
like a good thing to say before we went down?
I was just trying to tell them, and they all just ran in.
I walk over to
telling
Ella and
you.
Brüz.
Say again.
I walk over to Ella and Brüz, and I'm just gonna ask them, do you guys know what necromantic symbols and whatever looks like?
Seen many symbols, but I'm somewhat familiar with some of it. Little necromancy from time to time.
Would Ella know?
Make an Arcana check.
Also, would Kyro know, because Drow do a lot of stuff with magic and also necromancy.
Make a history check.
Okay.
Yeah, Drow don't have, like...
Taboos
problem.
against it, yeah.
They don't have taboos about what kind of magic you're allowed to use.
Mhm.
Okay.
Just
History
whatever
is-
works.
This one.
10. Ella, you... No. Don't
Can I
look me.
try and
Well, I have
Like,
no idea.
step
I
out
was
the
very
way.
bad at magic.
Yeah.
and throw a ball bearing as far as I can into the middle of the room?
Okay.
Kyro's just probably straight up dyslexic.
You step alongside.
Aw, it's okay.
Yell and kind of like move between the open door and Sintyrr's right shoulder and get out a ball bearing and.
If I can, I want to get it down to the goal. But
Yeah, in the middle. Yeah, that's easy enough to throw that into the chamber. It kind of ends up like it lands like here and
It'd be good if we
bounces
had a
off
rat.
here and then
We could
rolls.
chuck that in.
Aw.
And it glints like amidst the pile of coins at the bottom.
nothing happens.
Nothing appears to happen.
So it's
Who's-
not pressure related.
Brüz casts his duplicitous self into the middle of the room.
Okay. Your duplicitous self
In the middle,
appears.
like under hand. That's, oh, what-
How do we mark that one
I'm
as
pretty worried.
special?
I thought I just saw his thing. I thought he
Make
just
it a
went
different
into the-
color.
It appears, and can I do that? I'm sure.
Yeah,
I
you
can.
can usually
Yeah,
tint
you can
things.
change that hue. Yeah.
Or that. That works too.
All right.
perfect.
Okay, so yeah, duplicitous self appears, stands there patiently in the middle of the room, surrounded by these statues that emanate enchanted energy. Nothing happens.
Anyone want to volunteer?
Hey, are you able to see out of your, like, duplicate's eyes or whatever?
Oh,
Or
I
is it
can
just
I can
like an
cast
illusion?
spells from that point, but only if I can see it. So that's why I like cast it through the door. I suppose I might need to.
Okay.
Yell.
Are we gonna
Yup.
go in?
How much do you like your
intuition
goose?
says there might be something in that hay.
We're not putting Stanley in there.
No.
Right. Same.
That's why I wish we had a rat. Anyway.
Take Stanley down and puts him by the door.
Someday, Jojorawr will have a
Do you
familiar.
guys want to
Stanley
enter
moves
the...
as if to follow you as you shift towards the door.
No, stay.
Ah.
Oh,
I
Stay.
turn round to Stanley and go, "Day."
Make an animal handling check.
Oh god. Okay.
Oh no!
This works.
Is that both of us or?
Why'd you bring Stanley?
Hey, is Yell helping? Because that's
Yeah.
advantage.
Yeah, you can take advantage because Yell's helping.
I want the goose to live, thanks.
Oh, 20!
Yay!
Nice.
The goose
So
will
you kind of
stay.
His
looks at
goose
you.
will not be cooked this day.
It kind of its head cocks and it heard you say sit, and it sits down, and it looks up at you two and just like patiently waits.
Yes!
Good Stanley.
Stanley lives!
Okay.
Question,
All right.
DM.
Yeah, what's your question?
Obviously, I've not really had any wizardry training yet, have I?
You've established with Nihilus that you have the potential to cast wizard spells, which means what we
So
discussed
can I-
earlier is fine.
Okay, so I can use my wizard stuff then.
You've leveled up. You have obtained those features. You can use them.
Narratively speaking, you just find it within yourself in the right moment.
I was totally going for that. Yes.
Yeah.
Sintyrr, step back a
That's
bit.
fair.
It's hedge wizardry. Or a hedge wizard.
Wizard Ella. That's my best haiku. Not very good.
Yo,
I'm
hedge
here.
wizard, Ella.
Arthrin kind of turns and he goes up to Eirys. He says to her, "As far as I'm concerned, we should already be dead. Let's die for something
Sintyrr,
worth it."
step back a bit.
He
That's my
unsheaths his,
rogue boy.
he unsheaths his short sword, puts his bow on his back, and steps through the door.
Oh, I was about to
Alright,
do
I'm gonna go through as well.
something.
I'll stealth. Stealthily
I
through the
was
door.
telling
I
people to get back so
critical!
that I could,
Woo! I'm going to walk on
Thaumaturgy
the.
yell into the room.
Hey, does this room have a ceiling, DM? I assume it does. We're underground.
It appears to be a huge subterranean dome.
Alright,
so the
I'm
wall
going
curves in
to
a
climb up the
spherical
wall. Attaboy!
Like a spider?
Yeah, I'm gonna climb up the wall. Well, more like a person walking on a wall, but yeah.
Are you wearing the slippers?
Yep,
Okay.
why not?
how
I
far
got
have
them
you-
identified.
How far?
I figure I'd use them.
Okay. How far up are you walking?
30 feet for now.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna just work my way around until something gets triggered.
Okay.
How is he?
I don't know.
You guys know he could
Freaky
do that?
magic shit.
Hey, just so you know, he got a 20 on his. He got a critical on stealthing, so
So
no one
you
sees
don't see him.
anything.
They're kind of like the wall
Kiro
is made up of.
disappears.
Yeah, you
Where's
disappear
Kiro?
into the slats between the walls are around you.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna work on moving then.
Okay. What's everybody else doing?
Oh, I was doing
Stealthing
things.
as best she can, bow drawn, just waiting.
Alright. I assume we're sorted.
Yell, thank you for your patience. What was it that you wanted to do?
I was telling everybody to get back, and then I was going to yell into the room with Thaumaturgy. See if that did anything.
What were you going to say?
I was just going to yell, "Hey, asshats! Anyone in here?"
Echoes bouncing around. Nothing happens.
Seems safe.
Alright, I'm gonna
Forward.
walk over to one of these bad boys and tap him with my sword and see if he does anything.
No, doesn't appear to.
Alright, I definitely don't turn my back on him as I walk around him.
Okay.
Let me know
Brüz.
I would
when.
like to inspect the desks
Brüz,
in the middle.
I'm back. I'm back.
Oh.
Sorry.
I'm gonna
Brüz.
climb up the statue.
what if your freaky magic shit tried to pick up one of the coins? And I would think that maybe everybody should
Don't do
step
that.
back while he tries.
That sounds like a great way to trigger a trap. That
Well,
tends to be how these things work. They're like trying to punish your greed or something.
But they're not
Suddenly
reacting
my,
to us now. But maybe if we try to take something from here.
I can make it
Why
look
do we
like
wanna make it
is, but it
mad?
won't be able to physically grab something.
Oh.
I may be able
Uh,
to help with that.
Hey,
I'm good.
Good trick.
Quick question. Do I see anything in the hand of the statue?
Make a perception check. Ella, what are you doing?
Okay.
I am. This is very exciting. I'm going to try and cast Mage Hand.
Mhm.
Do I? And cast it over the coins and then try and pick up.
Your mage hand. Where are you actually? I can't see you on the map. Oh, you're here.
Oh, I need to get closer, don't I?
You need to be within
I'll take,
30 feet.
like,
No,
I'm
you,
fine
no,
with
you
taking
grab
10.
a coin from where you are.
Cool.
So let me just get some bearings. Your mage hand just identifies a coin, picks it up, it hovers in the air, and as it does, there is a strange arcane sort of wind that starts blowing around at the base of this, and some of the papers just start getting tossed up and turned and Kyro, you just instinctively kind of pick up your hand as a rush of papers just blow into your face and grab one. It's surprisingly sturdy. You try to grab for another and it just disintegrates in your hand. The first one that you've caught is particularly strong, surprisingly strong for having been here for thousands and thousands of
Does it
of
have
years.
runic symbols on it?
It has words on it in
Like regular ones?
words in common.
Regular
I guess I'll attempt to read them.
Let me just grab. I'm refreshing the page because it's not letting me share the document. If you check in the Discord.
Not out loud though.
Yeah, if you could check in the Discord, I've just put the link to the
Ah,
document.
sure. Okay. Ooh, neat.
I mean-
Ancient Journals torn page. Do you want me to read it out loud, but in Kiro's head?
Would you like to?
Sure.
Go for it.
They haven't seen what I have seen, watched as the sky split itself into two, and all the powers and wrath of the deities crushed into
Segterra, which is the name of the.
Segterra. Okay. Wiping out everything in its path. Am I mad for wanting to protect myself from it? And then there's some screaming of course I am not.
I am not fucking mad. I am doing what must be done. Let these powers I unlock now empower me forever. And fuck those who get in my way. The doors slam shut. Bam!
Okay.
What?
The wind that's whipping around with these papers continues to intensify, and there's a of move. In fact, you know what? I've written this up for the specific reason that I'm not gonna. The door slams shut. The silent sentinels of this place jerk into animated movement, the generations of rust breaking away from their forms as they brandish their weapons in defense of this place once more. Several pieces of the metal around the place fly from the shadowy places of the chamber to begin forming a larger, more sturdy armor set within the center, enchanted to animate itself. As each piece of crudely made but angrily... I'm going to finish this description because it's fucking amazing and I spent half an hour on it. As each piece of crudely made but angrily layered armor forms into a full standing suit of armor, you can see that there is no face, head, or even body moving this construct, but it is acting of a silent will generations old. As the armor forms before you, the pieces flying around, above, and through the party. To its left arm flies a spiked, angry shield. To its right hand flies a serrated, unholy blade, curved at regular intervals to create cruel spikes that mirror the edges of the armor itself. The dulled golden studs belying adornment long since cut away for the sake of cold practicality. And finally, to its head, wham, lies a helm that covers what was an invisible face. As this helm crashes on top of the layered armored chest piece, a red glow starts emanating from within the invisible body. As this glow illuminates this unholy sight before you, it silently raises its weapon to destroy the strangers invading its ancient master's laboratory. I need everybody to roll initiative. Right.
Yeah.
Let's go for this one. Let me just open up the turn order. It's there. Please add your own.
You need to actually add the people onto the list for us to then change it.
But they're there.
Back that music up just a touch.
No, that is blank.
Okay, just bear with me.
It feels so epic anime right now.
Yep.
I see them.
I'm getting to you. Promise.
It's fun.
I wish.
Hero, where are you? You're on the
Live
ceiling,
up
aren't
into
you?
the music.
No, I'm on the statue's arm.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Me and Ella.
Because I wanted to
Eirys
investigate to
doesn't
see if there was
dance?
like
Why, you want to be
something. Because I wanted to see.
by the door, like.
Yeah, I wanted to
disturbing.
see if there was anything in the statue's hand.
Your perception check was what?
A 1, but I can see in the dark like normal though.
Okay, it's holding out.
Like my passive perception is like 13.
Yeah. You can see like the ancient remains of what might have been something, but like just sinews of thread and leathers are just falling away from its outstretched hand. Yeah.
Wait,
Those
so there
leathers
is
all
something in the hand?
Just pieces of leather straps that are falling between its fingers. Turning down the music level a bit for some of us.
This music's
Is it too loud?
Nah.
Well, it's quite loud for me.
Okay.
You
Trying to find a way to turn it down in roll 20.
You can manually do that, and that's fine. That indeed is what I've done. Okay, so Bruce's. Let me just grab this. Yeah, Bruce's duplicate where it stands is just like being occupied by this this helm horror. I need to add a turn to that bad boy. And roll initiative for these bad boys. Thank you for your patience, everybody. I appreciate your wanting to play. 16 for the armor and 11 for that. Okay.
Hey, can I use the statue as cover?
From your current
you
position.
didn't enter on the.
No, just in general, like if I moved closer to the main body, could it be used as cover?
You didn't hit enter on each initiative, so it wiped it.
Hmm?
Like for the armors and things, if you put them in. it didn't save it.
Yeah, I'm just looking up their scores. Oh, Christ. I should have known where their thing was. H. AFG. H, please. Okay. Helm Horror Boy gets initiative of 12, and these guys, fuck it, they'll just have 16. Arthrin rolls a 5. Okay. Thank you for your patience, everybody. Brüz. Yell, you can
refresh
go
the
first.
order. Because it's not in descending order. Because Sintyrr got 18.
Just moving it around. Oh, that makes sense.
If you click on the settings, there's a descending button. Auto descend it for you.
Oh, okay. Cool. Are we okay with that initiative order?
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright. Cool.
What's their dex modifier? Or dex score?
The Helm Horror is +1, and I believe the Armor Constructs, which is page 16, if I recall, is 0. 11.
Sweet, I have a higher dex than the armor.
Okay, so you'll go first then. Cool. Kyro versus Eirys. Who has the higher dex score?
Ooh, it's probably real similar. Maybe. Do you have a
18 dex +4?
Yeah, that's mine as well.
Okay.
Oh.
So I guess
You can
you're
go
gonna
first.
Act at the same time.
Okay.
act at the same time. Sintyrr, you're first to act. You see
We
this
just
happening.
move in sync.
The Helm Horror kind of forms itself together, shards of metal, forming itself on its chest, and it just begins brandishing its blade. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna run at it and divine smite it.
Okay. 5. Yeah, sorry, excuse me. After you.
2, 3, and wait.
There
yeah,
we go.
I can hit it from there.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I mean, you basically just vault down these large stone steps that go down like between 5 and 10 feet, but you just make your attack roll.
Okay. Okay. And that is a +6, so 19.
19. As it comes and it sees you, your blade infuses with energy and it swings across and right across the armor. Sparks fly away, and it just stays unmoved and moves towards
It's
the
got
face of you.
20. It's got above 19 armor class. What the hell?
Yes, it does. Anything else?
And you see the dismay in his face because he's sure that he hit it really good too.
Yeah, there's a welt in the armor at its front
see
and sparks
that.
flying away.
Take a note.
That's you, Ella.
Okay. Oh god. Oh, I don't really know what to do. Can I cast? You know what? I'm going to do it and hope this works. Can I cast Bane?
Okay. On.
Does that work?
It can be on up to 3
Right,
enemies within 30 feet of you. So which enemies are you saying?
the two beside me, and then the one that just tried.
Okay. Bane. Can you read the effects? Do I need to make a save?
Oh. Up to three creatures of your choice that you raise. Whenever a target that fails this saving throw makes an attack or a saving throw before the spell ends, the target must roll a d4 and subtract the number rolled from the attack roll or saving throw.
Can you repeat that saving throw, please? Which saving throw? Which stat?
Wiz or car, I believe.
Yeah, it doesn't say.
It has to, like it's part of the description. It says what kind of save they're making.
Let me.
Oh, charisma.
Charisma,
Yeah.
thank you.
Thought it was crit
Helm's
or,
Horror.
We
wisdom.
work well.
Natural 1, and the 2 bad boys. Okay, 1 hits a nat 20, but it's a -5. Okay, so a 13 goes down to 8, and a 20 goes down to 15. Does 20 automatically succeed regardless of modifier? Are we going to say? Yeah. Okay.
In terms of saving throws,
Save.
Yeah. I'm going to say that 8 obviously doesn't succeed, and the Helm Horror itself doesn't succeed either. So the ones marked red are currently baned. You watch as
Nice.
Yell. You watch across the way as Ella kind of grabs her axe and just pinpricks her finger and rubs the blood across, recites the components, and from her some like dark energy funnels its way into the creatures or the constructs around. Anything else, Ella?
Good job.
Anything else, Ella?
Kind of in the middle of 2. Where can I hang on? Just see my distance. Get my little thing up. Thinking it would be wise for me to move away. So
Brüz, you're next. Think about what you want to do.
I'm already on it.
Fantastic.
I am going to move my 25 feet.
Okay.
And I am going to go there.
Okay. That'll be that then.
Away from the statue.
Brüz.
Brüz, the real Brüz, who stands up at the back of the room,
Yep. Will the real Brüz please
going
stand
to
up?
take a few, just away from the door and then sort of to the side there.
Mm-hmm.
Duplicitous self, which I believe is there a one of these armored folk in the middle with the duplicitous?
Yep.
Yeah. My
From
epic
the
description.
duplicitous Brüz.
Yeah.
The duplicitous Brüz lifts his hand much like Brüz would to cast a spell.
Yeah.
It's frostbite on the one that's in the middle.
Okay.
A Constitution saving throw.
All right.
And the con.
Ooh, 16.
I'll do it. Damn you. Damn you! Yeah. A nice sparkly kind of frost appears on that armor. Do anything.
Okay, so it's a cantrip.
So the DC was 13, so yeah, he passed.
Okay.
Actually, sorry, on a fail.
He does have
failed
Bane,
save,
so don't forget to subtract a d4.
Oh, that's true. Thank you for the reminder.
You're welcome.
16 went down to 16 went down to 13 because of Bane.
16 went down to 12 minus 4. 16 minus 4 is 12.
No, it's 1d4.
I rolled a d4. I rolled
1d4.
3 on it.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Down
So
2,
close.
so meat is pass, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Never mind.
Afraid so.
No, keep that up. That's good. It's good to remember that.
Good try, though.
Yeah, definitely.
That was close.
Cool. So frostbite doesn't take effect. Yell.
Now, this is where the DM is gonna hate me, because that helmed horror is 10 feet away from this spot that I'm choosing as I cast Shatter, and because it's inorganic material, it has disadvantage on the save and has a d4 taken off of it.
Nice.
That's true. Yeah. Is it a con save?
Ducks.
Con save.
Natural 20
Yeah.
With disadvantage.
and natural 1.
That's like a crit almost.
Yeah, it's a crit
Cannot
fail
write that.
overall. No, you can't.
Oh.
And that is
Amazing.
10 points of thunder damage.
You there's a massive explosion from behind it, Sintyrr, and you see as a crackle of lightning kind of sparks between the sword and the armor.
Great.
It jerks itself a little bit. That was a hefty blow. Anything else, Yell?
Bonus
Nice.
action.
Yep.
Nice.
I would like to inspire Sintyrr after that blow not hit. And it's like,
I'm inspired.
Just inspiring words that are words of inspiration for you. You've got the eye of the tiger, it's the thrill of the fight, holding up to the challenge of our rivals.
Dun
Nice.
dun dun.
And again,
Take an inspiration.
Cynthia's gains. Is it a D6 still?
It's a D6.
Cool. You can add that to the next attack roll you make.
Yeah, hopefully
As
it'll hit
we
this
move
time.
to the frickin' fricks, the
The horror itself.
not at all. The animated armors around are going to make their moves. 5, 10, 15, 20. Brüz, one is engaging with you. One.
Oh, hello.
Yell is there. 5, 10.
I love him.
Ella, you kind
No,
of like
not
as you're
Ella.
running, as you run down, Ella, you kind of vault down, and it
Not
comes
the
almost up
gnome.
to your head as you vault down to this lower level, and then one of the animated armors lands next to you, leaning
crap.
over you. 5,
was trying to
10,
avoid them.
15, 20, 25. The valuable coins kind of like scatter up as one of the animated armors crunch into the space. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, dash 5, 10, 15, 20, and engage with Arthrin. Okay. Have I missed any of them? Nah. Okay, time for attack rolls. Yell. 2 melee attacks. Okay. First one is a 13.
Misses.
Next one is a 23.
No, that misses, definitely.
You take 7 points of bludgeoning damage as it. Without these suits of armor don't have any weapons on them. He's just using its fell gauntlets to just slam into your body and deal bludgeoning damage. 7 hit points. Brüz, and 2 melee attacks coming towards you. 15
Yes.
Not hit.
Yes.
and 7. So you managed to definitely get out of the way of both. Arthrin
Just
is
one
gonna.
just sort of leans back a bit.
Okay. So Arthrin with his short sword, Eirys, you watch as a armor set comes rumbling towards him. It reaches out and swings his arm. He ducks back, and he brandishes his short sword. And as the other one comes, he just goes and blocks it out of the way. Ella,
Okay.
first
That
attack is a
one's
16,
banned.
16 to hit. Oh, sorry, not 16. 12 to hit, and the second one
Ah.
is 6 to hit. So yeah, you feel
Oh,
the
you got.
Amazing.
the energy that's coming off of its body is enough to, like, as you lift up your shield, you just hear a and then the second clang, just less convincing as it clatters against your shield. That is.
I tap my
1,
shield.
2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's everybody. That's their turn. Kyro.
I want to cast a spell at the armor. I cast Fairy Fire.
Oh, it's a Drow spell, is it? Which
Yes.
one?
Yep. Fairy Fire. I'm trying to cast it on the Hell armor.
Okay. What color would you like the glow to be?
Fairy Fire's a radius, isn't
Let's go with
Each object in a
it?
20-foot
Fairy
cube.
Fire. Yeah, you've got a 20-foot cube.
Oh, okay.
All of them have to make the save.
yeah. I mean, I'm casting it so that it catches.
And any
the armor.
friendly in the
Oh, yeah, I could
in the
try to
area
catch
as
the
well.
other armor as well.
Oh, yeah.
So make him do it too. So like, I'll just do a little. So. Oh, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess I
every
don't wanna
ally as
catch
well has to
Ella.
make it, but
I guess I don't want to catch Ella in it. So.
Any creature
From.
line of
thanks.
light.
You're welcome. I mean, I
don't
don't
have to
want
do
you
that
to.
next save.
There we
Those
go.
two-
A 20-foot cube this way. So.
Yay!
And I'm up high, so I don't get caught in it either.
Yeah, it's right. It's high enough for you not to. So they're both going to need to make dexterity saving throws.
Yes, correct. And one of them is baned, so.
Yeah. You know, the Helm Horror just
Oh,
doesn't.
horror.
The Helm Horror fails. Oh, and the other one makes a natural 20, so it's not. But the Helm Horror
Oh,
is
it
going to be
succeeds.
what color?
Let's go violet. It'll look cooler that way.
So yeah, there's like some sluggish energy between its joints, like preventing it from moving as well as it wants to, and then the red glow from within coalesces with the actual panels starting to glow of a kind of violet, sort of light purple, making it look weirdly 70s. Okay, that's you. Any other movement?
I think I'll move back a bit this way. How far down is the drop?
Oh yeah, it's 30 feet. I mean, yeah, 30 feet.
Alright. Would one be able to do that if they succeeded an acrobatics check?
Rules for fall damage. I think you'd have to make a check to see if you could minimize the fall damage, i.e. halve it.
You know, I could probably climb down though, right? I have these spider shoes. I could
got spider
just
shoes.
walk down the statue. Never mind, it's a 30-foot walk. I'm good.
Yes, you can.
So I'm just gonna I guess I'm gonna stand on the boob.
Okay, you stand on the boob.
And am I able to use the statue as cover? If not, that's cool. I'm just.
You are definitely covered from anybody that's immediately behind you, but yeah.
All right, cool.
It doesn't appear that any of these enemies have ranged weapons, which is.
That's fine. I'm gonna take aim at at a thing, and I'm done.
Okay, Eirys.
That's all I'm doing.
Thank you for your patience.
No worries. Okay, I want to check the door behind me. I'll use my action if I can figure out if it's shut, if it's locked physically, or if it's like magic locked, like I can't get through.
You can take a perception check, which would be an action to check it.
That's fine.
Okay.
$23.
Oh yeah. So you run across to the padlock and you just hold it in your hands and you just gently push against the door, and you feel as you gently push against the door, there should be at least some give if it were just naturally locked, and there isn't any give. It's completely solid, as if held in place by some kind of arcane energy.
I figured.
That's your action. Anything else?
I'm going to use my bonus action to do the insightful fighting thing against this one.
He's going to make a deception check, which is not good for him.
I would need to make a insight.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a good one. 17 plus 6. 23 again, I think.
Okay. Question, just to look at what between your turns, can you just figure out if you need to do insightful fighting every time you want to attack?
No, it's it does say sneak attack against that target even if I don't have advantage on the roll for 1 minute or until I use this feature against a different target. Okay,
sure. So it's a minute. All right then. We'll take that then. Yeah. Anything else?
And I'm gonna go to that side of him, but to be very careful through Arthrin's space and not around the top because I don't want to invoke a attack of opportunity from that other guy.
Okay, sure. So you just kind of basically throw yourself between Arthrin and this armor as the armor light is deflected by his sword. You check the door. You kind of get a read on this guy and you vault between him and Arthrin and just sweep around behind, ready to go.
Alright.
That's your turn.
Helm Horror is going to attack
with 2 longswords attacks on the one that just tried to hack at him over here. First one. Oh, minus a d4 is 7. 13 on Sintyrr. Yeah, again, so it makes 2 attacks, and you're easily able to see his moves seem to be magically slowed, and they're easier to read. And you just go king with your longsword and king again as he swings with 2 longsword attacks. He's not hurting you. He's not getting through that guard of yours. And that's his turn.
He's feeling very confident.
Arthrin is going to attack animated objects. Yeah, actually. Oh my god. It's freaking advantage. Oh my god, this is how a rogue feels! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh
Sneak
fuck!
attack.
Oh my god! equipment. Oh my god, please tell me that there's a good bonus. It's 18. It meets his armor class. He gets fucking thing. Hang on, is it? Has this guy been hurt before?
No.
He hasn't, has it? Oh, he doesn't get the freaking
This is the
thing.
first.
Okay.
But you do get sneak attack.
It's an extra d6, isn't it?
Yeah. Still
okay,
pretty good.
So plus with the short sword, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points of slashing damage. Yeah, and it does. There's no immunities. So yeah, it takes 7 points of slashing damage as he runs his sword through, and as he kind of like the armor kind of goes back on one leg. Arthrin has his hand on its left shoulder as he throws in his short sword. He looks at you, Eirys, and goes, sheaths it back out and ready to go again. That is what he will do. Sintyrr, it's over to you. Back at the top of the order.
All right, I'm gonna smite it, and I'm
Okay.
gonna use my
Smite it real
so
good.
they definitely hit, hopefully.
Okay, remember it's fairy fired. You have advantage on the roll.
And also,
You have an extra d6
you know
on
what?
top.
Never
Hey,
mind, I'm
hey, you
gonna
can
use
wait.
it for
can-
extra damage, right?
You can use your d6 to hit and on skill checks. I don't think you can use it on damage, but
No,
I would
no,
save
not
it
on
till
damage.
after you roll twice and see if you hit it, and then if you
Yeah.
don't, then roll a d6 to add.
Well, you have to.
Alright.
You have to announce you're doing it before the DM confirms.
All
Right,
right,
but,
don't
like,
don't
we
don't
know
tell
it's
me
but
not-
you
right
can
away.
see what you roll.
We
You
know
can see
it
what you
has
roll.
above a 19, so it needs to be
Yeah, so
at
if you
least
roll
a
below
20.
that,
All right, so first roll is 11. Second roll is 1. So I'm
Well-
gonna do d6 now.
That's not gonna be useful. Just save it. Because even if you
What?
got a 6, listen, if you got a 6, you get an 18, which is less than 19.
Did you just roll an 11 on the dice, or was it including your modifiers?
It was an 11 on the dice. Oh yeah, it's on the dice.
Oh,
Hold on,
act-
So 11 is actually
so
17.
Including my modifiers. that
okay.
would
Now
be-
then it would make sense
it
to
would
use your
be
d6.
it's a +6 to hit, so
17,
it's
yeah.
actually 17.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna use the d6,
Good
Get a
idea.
3 or more.
and that's a 3.
Perfect.
So you roll at 20 and you hit. Roll damage and add an extra. Oh my goodness, how much is it? How much is it?
Good thing you have
Yeah,
a
I
temp
mean
basis.
I'm doing a smite. I'm gonna smite him.
2d8.
Huh?
An extra 2d8 damage on top of the
Alright.
damage of the weapon.
Oh, right, hold on. First D8, 3. Second D8, 3. Third D8, 7.
Much better. So it's 13.
So 13, and then +5 is
18.
18.
18 points of
damage. Pretty good.
So,
And also it's radiant, because
Yeah. It's
I'm
not.
smiting.
It's not slashing damage. It's as you recite the incantation and bring your blade down, 18 hit points of damage that isn't affected by its resistances as the radiant energy floods through and
So it's gonna be like smite!
yep, it has been thoroughly smote. Don't forget to mark off a spell slot.
Alright.
That's you. Ella,
Which one?
you're being set upon by a construct.
Ah! Okay. I am going to toll the dead on it.
Okay. You recite the incantation. You raise your hand. There's a kung. Don't need to roll damage. It doesn't do anything.
Okay.
The spell doesn't work. The spell doesn't work on constructs, things that aren't actually alive.
Wisdom saving throw.
I mean, I think
Right.
that's right.
it will say if it doesn't.
know.
It will say on the spell if it doesn't affect constructs.
I'm fairly sure it doesn't.
You're like, toll the dead, and it's like, I am the dead.
You called?
I'm here. How could I?
Yeah.
just says you point at one creature you see within range. That's it.
Okay. Read further on in the description. It might be a bit later on.
The target must succeed on a wisdom damage if the target is points 1d12.
I'm not seeing the construct thing on my cards. That's all dead.
Okay.
They were immune to wisdom saving throws because they're.
Unless it says on the arm.
That might be an out, but.
Like they might have an immunity to necrotic damage.
Does it need to make? Does it need to make a wisdom save? Can it? Does the armor instantly win at wisdom saves?
No, it doesn't say that.
Then if it makes a wisdom save and fails, it takes the necrotic damage.
Sorry, I thought that this was a spell that said that constructs were immune to it for some reason.
Is it undead though?
Say that.
Believe necrotic damage doesn't actually heal undead.
No, that's a DM rule, and
that's a rule in Pathfinder. I think.
Yeah, that's not a D&D rule.
Okay.
Also, it depends on the creature. Some creatures will specify.
It does.
But not all undead blanket heal.
Told the dead.
Sorry.
It's cool.
Missing hurt constructs.
If it doesn't have any missing HP, it's just the regular damage.
Okay, I'm gonna say that he's gonna
D8.
make he's gonna make a wisdom save. It's 12.
Take a D4 off of it as well.
Oh,
I
yeah.
bet that doesn't work. Maybe.
So yeah, that's an 8. So it definitely fails. All right then, roll the damage.
Oh, okay. 1d8.
Hasn't taken damage before.
No, so it's just 1d8.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, it's just the D8.
Woo! 6.
Okay.
Not bad.
Yes, totally. Excuse me. Okay. Yeah. So 6 hit points of damage. Anything else?
Maybe. I can. So let's go 25.
Okay.
Yep. I'm going to move back down there.
Sorry. Just say that again. Oh, okay. You're gonna move away.
Yep.
As you do, it's gonna try and hit you with a reaction. It rolls an 8 to hit you with its slam attack, which fails. So yeah. Cool.
Okay.
That's you, Ella. Sorry about the delay, guys. I was just looking up some things. Told the dead is going to affect these constructs. Brüz.
Yes. Okay, he is going to cast. He's going to try. He's going to cast Thorn Whip on the one in the middle that's got the Bane on it.
Okay.
Which is a 60
Your fairy fire
feet. Okay.
Okay, so what save does it need to make, sorry?
A roll.
Don't forget advantage because it's fairy fire.
Oh, yeah.
Dice. And to attack. With advantage, you say?
Yeah. He's got fairy fire on.
One of them was a 1. The other one's a 17.
Okay. Any modifiers
Plus,
on that?
So it's whatever. It was a +4, or do I roll? Was it a roll?
It's
D4. Is that how that works?
Nah, it's the Bane is affecting his rolls to hit us, and yeah, you don't. He doesn't
How's
have
to
the...
hit him?
So, did you roll a 17 on the dice?
17 on the dice. I think it's
what's your spell? Yeah, what's your spell?
plus 5.
Okay,
so
that makes
22.
it 20. Yeah, that hits. Roll damage.
Oh yeah, 2d6.
All right. Are there any other effects?
Let's
see the damage first.
If the attack creature, all right, the damage is minor. It was a 2 and a 3, so it's 5.
Okay. That's something.
Plus nada.
Okay.
So 5 damage. If the attack hits the creature, takes damage, and a creature is large or smaller, I pull it 10 feet closer to me.
Oh, I see. Okay, so it gets pulled this way.
I see it in the middle of the room, and I just rip a whip out of a thorny vine that reaches out, smacks it in the face, and just reefs it to stumble 10 feet towards me.
5. It hits the bottom kind of step and just gets wrenched up and clatters onto its knees. It's attempting to, at the moment, try to pull itself back onto its feet as it gets pulled towards you.
As a bonus action,
yeah.
I'm going to, my duplicitous self is going to and stand next to me, like on the diagonal.
Okay, yeah.
Down and to the right from him there.
I think you can move it.
It didn't let me.
Okay, I can do that. There?
There, exactly there.
Okay.
It's like you knew. I can move myself, but I can't move the duplicitous me.
Okay, I apologize.
And so it does that, rips that over. He comes over, and the 2 bruises like swaying on the spot.
All right.
It's backwards and forwards.
All right. In a timeful
Fingers.
sway, yeah. Okay. Yell, it's your turn.
Well, that ruined what I was gonna do. Because now, no matter what, I'm gonna hit someone. Can I? Ooh. Can I? I can. Sweet. Okay. Instead, I'm gonna center it on myself, and I will also make the save.
Okay.
I'm gonna. So after getting punched in the back, my eyes flicker from their red to black, and then back to the red briefly. It's just let out a small grunt, and then I am going to cast Shatter again, but this time centered on myself.
Okay. Who's within range?
The constructs have the construct behind me.
Yeah.
And the hell, whatever it's called.
Yeah. And they've got disadvantage on the save.
They have disadvantage on the save.
Okay. So the first one...
Natural 18 plus 3 is 21. I beat my own save.
Okay.
Woo! Congratulations.
I only take half damage.
And you immediately put your fingers in your ears.
So the one immediately beside you fails, and the other one...
Don't forget a d4 off of it as well.
Yeah, absolutely. 10... 13? Sorry, no.
That fails.
It's disadvantage, isn't it? So yeah,
Disadvantage.
it was even lower, so yeah, it does fail. Yeah.
Sweet. Full damage for everyone but me.
Yay.
That is another 10 points of thunder damage. 5 points for moi.
As the Helm Horror in the center just takes the damage, the sparking energy around between its frame is beginning to fritter between it, and sparks are starting to fly off, and it seems to be struggling to hold itself together. All right. Anything else from you?
That is me for the moment. Yes.
So you've taken half damage from that, right?
Yeah, I took 5 points.
Brave boy. Okay, Construct's turn. This one, having been hit by Ella and having been, trying to, just going to pursue you. 5, 10, 15 there. This one that's run down is going to run
I was going to
5,
help you.
10.
Oh,
This one's going to try again.
I forgot you were up there.
Yeah, it's okay.
This one, what's he going to do? He's just
It's
been
just
hit by...
I'm not going to now. You're too far away.
Yeah, okay. So 2
No.
melee attacks on Ella.
Oh.
Natural 1 and natural 5, they're
Also,
both going to
she's
miss.
in trouble.
2 melee attacks on Sintyrr. Okay.
Ow.
It's a 7 and a 23.
One of those seems like it hit.
You take 4 points of bludgeoning damage as one of the arms just slams into your face and smashes in your spark. As it impacts your face, you get dazed and get your bearings for a second. Brüz, 2 slam attacks on you. 20 and a 23.
Wait, did I take the...
A natural 20?
A dirty 20 and a 23.
Dirty 20 and a dirty 23.
Yeah. So that's 2 hits.
So I took damage,
Okay,
right?
so-
8, 9, 10.
Yes.
You take 12 points of
Okay,
bludgeoning
so-
damage as it slams
Now-
into you twice.
Did you take into account the Sintyrr self is next to me and they are disadvantage of such? Where's that ruling?
Oh, you know what? I
Yeah.
didn't. So we'll say that one was with disadvantage and it still hits. And the other one misses. So yeah. So you'll take, instead of that, you'll take 7 points of bludgeoning damage. One of the first fist blow hits you square in the jaw, and you take the damage. And then as it kind of moves around, there's a blur of motion between the two, and it just ends up hitting thin air. So that's 7 bludgeoning damage instead.
7 damage.
Yeah.
And he takes that damage. There is the
Question,
hellish
do you have-
rebuke, where's-
Do you have to take a Constitution save for your duplicitous self?
Yes, I believe it is a concentration spell, or
Okay,
considered
so-
as such.
Roll a con save.
So
Beat a
roll.
10.
Say,
Roll a con save. Beat 10.
beat 10.
Yeah.
No, I don't. The duplicitous self.
Okay. As you're hit, the duplicitous self kind of phases out. I'll say that the damage.
You had to leave.
I'm
emergency.
Mom,
What happened?
I'm in the middle of D&D.
People are there. Hello, this is
We're being
Deanna's
recorded.
mother.
You're gonna
Hi,
end up
Mom.
on the internet forever, Mom.
Hello.
Welcome to
Just
the
letting you
internet,
know.
Mom.
Would you like to play as well?
They're asking
Oh,
if you want to play.
No, God, no.
Oh my goodness.
Hello, Deanna's mom.
That was wonderful.
that-
I feel like we should all get inspiration from
All right. So that's you, Brüz.
Things for hellish. No, there is, and I'm just looking for the thing. I can't find it on D&D Beyond. Hellish rebuke.
Yeah,
Hellish
sure.
rebuke. Dex save and
He
3d10 fire damage.
Okay. The
That-
dex
that's
save from the creature is a straight 16.
Also, it's beating my spell save, isn't it? Which is 13. So
13, okay.
It's half damage.
So it's half damage, yeah. Thank you.
I know my hellish rebukes.
Okay.
So we have that is 3, 3, and 7. So
Okay.
and then
so
halved, I
that's
suppose.
half to 5. Okay, fantastic. That'll be you. Kyro, over
6,
to you.
wouldn't it? 13,
was-
13 half is 6.
I thought you said 3 and 7. That makes sense.
3 and
was-
7 is 3 d10s.
Oh, okay. Yeah, 6. Thank you.
Was the one behind me attacking at all?
Hang on. Did I get around everybody? I didn't. Thank you for the reminder. Let me just quickly do that. A natural 1 and a 16. Does 16 hit?
16 hits.
Okay. You're on 8 points of bludgeoning damage there.
Okay, I'm also going to hellish rebuke as I
Alright.
swing my sword back round and just point towards it and just, will you fuck off?
Yeah, nice. A 15 on the save?
My save is 50.
Oh. Okay. So half 3d10?
That is 15 halved, so 7.
7.
Fire
Okay,
damage.
yeah. So as the fire bursts within its body and kind of cinders around the pieces that form its invisible form, yeah, it's starting to look battered. That's you, Kyro?
I'm going to take aim at the glowing skeleton, and I'm going to fire.
The glowing. Okay, yeah.
The one with the fairy fire on it.
Yeah, okay. Roll with advantage. It's got fairy fire.
19.
Oh, buddy. Nope.
It's not enough, is it?
Yeah,
Alright.
the arrow just kind of splinters off the shield and flies away.
Question.
Yeah.
Have you added your new proficiency bonus to your macros?
Me?
Because it should have gone up by +1.
Oh, really? Oh, it should hit then. I thought I did. Let me double check to make sure that my
Yeah,
to
the
hit.
proficiency bonus at level 5 is 3.
My hit should be a it does hit. I got a 20. Thank you.
Okay, that makes the difference. Yeah, it is +7. So yeah, you
It
hit.
does hit. Awesome. Okay.
Roll the damage. It is
You got it.
Oh no, you had advantage, so you just get sneak attack. Great.
So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 damage.
13. Okay. As the arrow kind of clatters in and rends itself through several pieces, it shakes itself. Doesn't seem to have taken as much damage as you hoped it would, but it's a big hit. Okay. You gonna do anything else?
Let's see. Could get down. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna climb down the statue.
Okay. Yeah, it's 30 feet. You just end up at its base, I guess.
Yep.
Cool. That's you, Eirys.
I'm gonna attack it with my rapier and my dagger, the one
Okay.
right by me.
Yep, sure thing.
Do I get advantage because of Arthrin?
Yeah, he got advantage because of you.
I keep forgetting how that adjacent thingy works. Oh, that was almost a 17, ended up being a 3. But it's 13 plus, I think now 7, so 20.
That hits. Roll damage.
Don't forget whatever your level 5 sneak attack is. May have got it.
Oh, no, I remembered. I was so excited when I saw that today. Okay, so rapier is... Okay, let me swap that out for a d8. I'm 36 damage! Woo! Okay, the d8 didn't do well, but everything else did, so... 5 add 5, 14 is my rapier.
Whoa, 24? Bloody hell. Okay.
Ooh. And then with my dagger, which doesn't get the extra. Again, 20, 12 and 13.
Wow, roll damage.
And that's just a d4, isn't
Just
it?
a
Not add any-
d4.
Oh, I forgot to add the +4 on the last one. So it's whatever I said, 14 plus
18.
18.
Okay.
And then this is just a d4.
Roll that
Oh wait,
damage.
d4.
No,
If
it
it's
would be
offhand,
just a
it's not +4. Oh, I got a 1.
1?
Yeah.
But there was extra... Sorry, can you just confirm there was an extra 4 before, right?
There was
so
18 damage
on
from the rapier.
Yeah.
And then 1 from a dagger.
So 19 total.
19.
A massive stab and then a little paper cut. 19 total. Slashing damage.
Sorry, I'm just thinking. What do we think you got before? 24.
Oh, did you? Yeah, so
Oh, previous.
it wasn't 24. It was 14 plus 4.
Oh, I see.
So you need to give it an extra 10 health and then take off 5.
Okay.
So give it an extra 5 health as whatever you took off.
Yeah. I've suddenly gone completely brain dead. What I'll do is I will give it that much. All right. So as you kind of
It
like
has whatever it has plus 5.
yeah, you rend it through and like several pieces of armor just go flying away until you can't see it, but you can just see because of the floating pieces of armor from the piece that you've just thrown away with your blades. Just suspended in midair, some of the pieces of this animated form. It starts crackling and crumbling, and it's struggling to hold itself together. It's so rent. There's probably only one more hit in this thing. Anything else?
No, I'll stay put, please.
All right. Hermed Horror, what are you going to do?
I just hit it.
You did. What's it gonna do? Yell. It moves up. In fact, yeah, that's what the roll did. It finds itself in this way. It gets hit from all directions. It doesn't know what to think. And the first thing that it senses is you, so it lumbers towards you. and it'll roll with advantage with the help of its guy behind him.
It takes a D4 of whatever it is. Though.
Yeah. Okay. 18 becomes 20. 50, 21 to hit on the first one.
Yeah, it hits.
And 16 to hit with the second one.
Yeah, 16 hits.
Okay, so that's longsword, so that's D8. Oh, fuck. Okay. You take 23 points of slashing damage as it just lumbers towards you, and as you kind of like enact the hellish rebuke, and the other construct bursts into flames. Suddenly, whash in your back, 2 deep wounds just carve into your body.
Hi.
That was
still standing.
Yeah, that was a turn. Arthrin is going to sweep around this way as he sees the creature sweep towards you, and is going to keep on going on this bad boy with advantage. Yeah, do you know what, guys? D8 because he's a strong boy, and sneak attack an extra D6. He runs behind him, Eirys, and you see as he just plunges his sword through where his face would have been, and the entire piece just collapses down into pieces at your feet. And he stands there. He goes, let's keep going. He turns and he runs towards the Helm Horror.
Damn it, Arthrin!
You're just trying to help Arthrin.
Yep. Wow, that sneak attack, man.
One Orug head and he's all over the place.
All right, I think that'll be him. Sintyrr, you're engaged with a construct at the base of this chamber.
I'm gonna try to smite it again, because that's what I'm good at.
Okay.
I guess.
Roll to hit.
Let's see, is it still fairy fired?
This
No,
is not the one.
it's
this
another-
is just a regular one.
Oh, this is just a regular one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just going to be a regular roll to hit.
Right, okay, well, let's try to get rid of this one then. Alright, 17 plus, to hit.
Yeah, that hits. Roll damage. Radiant.
Alright.
So it's 3d8 plus your strength modifier.
Alright. 1, 4, 1. That's not my best, but...
Okay. 6 plus...
6 plus 5 is 11.
Whoa. Hang on. That can't be right, can it? Oh, no, sorry. Yeah, okay. It is 11. Thank you. Yep. Because you've got dueling going on. Yeah, so you thrust your sword, the divine energy sparks across, and again, like, all kinds of pieces of metal are flying everywhere. The more blows are landed on these constructed forms. Yeah, that's one way to get its attention. Ella, you are being set upon by construct. What are you going to do?
I'm going to toll the dead again on it.
Okay. Wisdom save. Wisdom
This time
save.
it has been hurt, I think.
It has been hurt,
It has,
and
yeah.
it rolls 5 minus d4. It rolls a 2. A 9 became a 2, guys. Wow.
I love
2d8, 2d12 damage on a Toll the Dead.
Oh yeah, man, level 5. Jesus Christ. Yeah. 2d12.
2d12.
Oh, 2d12. Oh.
Yeah,
okay,
'cause
hang on. Let me
the
get one out.
fifth level.
Let me get another one out. You'll have to do, my friend. I have not tested you, but...
Trouble fire!
Shine.
Where? You'll
15.
not take another hit like that again.
15. Cool. So, on your first cast of Toll the Dead, did you just roll 1d8?
Yeah.
Roll another one.
Whew. Okay. Ooh.
Because it did hit.
Yeah. Just making up for...
3.
Okay. So yeah, the tolls, the arcane energy you're employing feels stronger. You feel like Helm is giving you more of a bolster as you recite these cantrips and do some surprising damage as again pieces of armor are flung away. Just one of them goes and embeds himself in the wall beside you as it gets blown away by the arcane energy. Anything else?
The helm.
I am going to shimmy around.
Okay.
Try and get away from him a bit.
He's going to try and hit you as you run.
Stand and fight, woman.
I run away!
A bonus action heals would be appreciated.
That's what I do! I'm trying to, like, kind of run towards Yell, so,
That's good.
Bonus action heals would be appreciated.
17.
Gotcha,
16.
man. I gotcha.
And it's a dirty 20 to hit you, even though you had
rude boy.
You take 3 points of bludgeoning damage as he kind of like skirts around and crunches into your back as you run. Anything else?
I think.
Anything else? Anything else?
Section to use?
Well, I've moved.
Yes, you've done your
That's
action.
not a bonus action.
Oh yeah, bonus
That's not a
action.
bonus action. I think
Okay.
Yell's
In that
some
case,
healing.
I will heal Yell.
Okay.
I will.
Currently on 14.
Okay.
Heal him.
I gotcha. I will cast. Where is it? Oh, I have too many spells. Healing word at 3rd level.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Very nice.
Healing?
So 3rd level is 3d4 plus 3 plus 4, so plus 7. 3d4 plus 7.
Oh, hang on, 3d4.
Wait with bated breath for the numbers.
Mm-hmm.
13.
13 hit points
Very
of
nice.
healing. Alright,
Please health.
So good.
that is a 3rd
Still
level
need
spell.
more healing?
I am 1 point below half HP.
One below
So
half.
yes.
Okay.
Okay,
Right, go.
that's Ella's
I'm
turn.
at 27.
Brüz.
That's bonus action too. So as his bonus action, he'll cast a healing word at 2nd level.
Okay, 2d4 plus
Getting
whatever
on.
your modifiers are.
2d4.
Plus wisdom.
4's out there hiding in the corner. 4. It's a 4 and a 3. That's a nice combo. So that.
7 plus wisdom.
Um,
Seven plus your wisdom modifier.
the modifier is 2.
So that's 9 hit points
So
of
7
healing.
plus 2 is 9. 9 healing.
Yeah.
Very nice, thank you.
Then, just to ask, Brüz is standing.
Yeah.
Is the Hellhelm 1? Is he covered by whoever's standing behind him?
A little bit, yes. You'd have to move into a position
So he'd
where
take
you're
an
able to see
AC
him.
bump.
Yeah.
I was going to do something there, but that won't work.
You do have a construct that's currently, trying to rip you open.
Behind me.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's only hit me once. He's all right. He just needs a cup of tea.
Have a couple.
Alright, I'm going to stuff it. Go for the Hellhelm and do a guiding bolt on him.
Okay.
So is he still fairy fired?
He is.
Yep.
You can roll with advantage.
Advantage. And that is for an 18. So an 18 plus what's my thing?
It's more
plus-
than 2, it hits.
Plus 5, right? So it becomes 23. What's half cover do to your AC? Just increase it by 3.
You still get that with a range spell?
Yeah.
Well, if his armor class becomes a
yeah.
20,
Oh, yeah, I suppose.
it would
Cover
still
effects
hit.
or range of raid.
Hang on a sec, just let me check, because your attack roll is 23. I'm just wondering what happens when he's under partial cover. Plus
With
2
the
bonus.
plus...
Yeah, it still hits. Despite the fact that
Yay!
Arthrin's in the way, because its armor class became 22, but you rolled a 23 to hit. 17 plus 5, sorry, is 22, which just meets the armor class, sorry. So yeah.
So I was only doing it at level 1, so that's 4d4.
Mm-hmm. Oh wait, 4d6, isn't it? Guiding bolt.
What goes up?
Yeah?
Of the d6?
Fairly sure it's 4d6.
Guiding bolt adds an effect, doesn't it?
It does. Might not matter.
So, guiding bolt.
Might not matter. It's that low on health, right?
Roll made against this target has advantage thanks to the additional Mystic Dim Light.
Yep. It's 4d6
so
radiant
that's-
damage, yeah.
A 2 2s, a 4, so 6 plus 3 is 9.
Okay.
Anything?
It's just the dice rolls. So it was 9 in total, was it?
In total.
Okay.
9 radiant damage.
So yeah, again, you feel the arcane radiant energy flow through your hand, and it rends past, and Arthrin sees that out of his peripheral vision, sweeps out of the way. The bolt curves straight through where he was standing and blasts through. The helm horror is mostly lying in pieces around now, but as the radiant energy that you've casted hits the body, and the spark just flies off in a direction to your left, you notice it start to coalesce around the outstretched hand of the statue. And from the hand of the statue comes rising shadowy tendrils. The helm horror is almost dead. Cool. Brüz, that's anything else you want to do?
Just what I wanted. Tentacles.
So he's not gonna move. He's gonna look back over his shoulder at the other one and say, "You be good boy, and you stay right there."
All right. Yell, your turn.
So after taking the hit, or a couple hits, he obviously was healed up a little bit. Well, fed there actually, but he healed up a bit, and he saw Ella get hit, but he doesn't know how badly that was. He doesn't see Arthrin, so he's just going to yell out in a fit of rage, a Thunder Wave, first level. So Arthrin, the Helmed Horror, and this guy need to make con saves as it goes 15 foot that way.
Okay. Okay. The animated armor immediately to the bottom left rolls an 18. Helmed Horror. Wow. 6.
Don't forget D4 off the
Yeah.
Helmed Horror.
It's only a 9. Helmed Horror takes full damage. Arthrin! Why you do this to him? 6.
He didn't see him,
He's
and
ran up.
it's part of what's about to happen with the rest of my turn.
It's a nat 8. It's a 16 plus.
Yeah, that saves. So
Yeah,
Arthrin
17.
and the animated armor take half damage.
Okay.
That is 11 points of thunder damage.
So half to 5.
So yeah,
Arthrin
this-
kind of sees Arthrin as he sweeps up behind. He sees a crackle of energy from your hand, and he goes, "Oh shit!" And he raises himself, and he's blasted back like a foot by the energy, but he doesn't get blown away. Neither does the construct beside you. The Helmed Horror just goes and just shatters into 1,000 pieces as the armor is rent. And as it kind of flies through the air, you notice that as the arcane energy holding it together fades, it's already decomposing. And actually pieces of rust are what kind of start floating down to the ground around you as
Yell
this...
wouldn't notice that at this point. I know it's for flavor for everyone else, but Yell would not see that. Because
and
Yell did that in a fit of rage, and as a bonus action, Yell would like to rage, please.
Yell. Yell. Yell the barbarian rages.
He's a barbarian.
Yes, he's a barbarian, and he rages.
The rage of the start.
He would like to rage, please.
Having blown apart this helmed horror.
Oh, the helm horror's gone. Yay.
You guys. Ooh, we're gonna finish this this turn order. Okay, so yeah, that's you, Yell. The last remaining constructs, 4 of them, are going to continue. One of them's going to attack.
I thought they might fall apart.
No, there's still arcane energy holding them together. One of them's going to attack Sintyrr. One of the melee attacks is a natural 20. The other is a 13. The natural 20 is going to do a crit. You sustain 6 hit points of bludgeoning damage, Sintyrr, from the construct in front of you.
Ow.
This one is going to go after frickin' Ella and rend with 2 more
seriously?
attacks. One's a 7, one's a 22. Ella, you take 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
6 points. Okay.
6 points. This one is just going to see this guy blow apart the other construct, and soullessly he's going to rend a natural 1 and a 23. You take 4 points of bludgeoning damage, which as a barbarian is halved to 4.
I take how much, sorry?
You take 8. You take 8 points of bludgeoning damage, which is halved to 4 because you are raging.
Yes.
And the animated armor over here hits a 12 and a 13 to hit Brüz.
Neither of those hit.
So as you
and
say,
on education, he's like, "Hey, Ed, behave yourself. No need for this mischief. Too many things to go on. Stop it."
Oh my god, yes. And yeah, so yeah, it's almost like seems a bit demure as it tries to attack you. It's like, okay, yeah. Cool. That's you, Kyro. You're on the ground.
I'm going to charge at the one that hit Ella, and I'm going to try to destroy it.
Okay, you run in. Shabunk.
20 for the first hit.
Yeah, that hits.
So that's 17 damage.
Oh, okay, yeah. So
And then I got a critical on my second hit.
it doesn't matter because as you run in with your first hit, you just rend from behind and again blast it apart.
And my second one follows through even faster than my first.
Yeah,
but
and-
it only cuts air.
And as you kind of like rend through another large piece, like the chest piece of armor,
Oh, wait a minute.
rending it into 2 pieces.
There's another enemy within a 5-foot step. That means could I use my second attack on it?
It's not within 5 feet. It's 10 feet away.
No, it's 5 foot right there. If I move there, I could hit it.
Yes,
Right?
but you've already done your attack action.
Oh.
So yeah,
So I can't hit it?
If it were here,
Alright.
then yes, crack on. But it wasn't. It was over here. It's 10 feet away.
Oh,
So,
wait
yeah,
a minute. Wait, hold on.
Hmm?
I don't suppose I could have moved, perhaps, here.
Now that is a great question, and I'll let you carry on
I
with that
didn't-
natural 20. Carry on.
Thank you! I want to hit more things. Oh wait, sorry, wrong thing.
It's
just my regular one.
It's just the
Yeah.
dice, isn't it? It's just the dice that's going to be doubled. It's just a d6.
So in true
I
fashion,
need to.
you deleted the marker.
Oh my god.
Okay, so it's a d6 plus my dex 4. Okay. 7 damage to the other one.
Is that dice doubled because it's a nat 20?
Oh yeah, and I double it, so it's actually 10 damage.
Offhand, right?
Yeah, but you see, I'm a fighter, and I have the double wielding
Two
feat.
weapon fighting.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. Okay, so it's 10 hit points of damage. Do you know what, guys?
Fight
You
another
won't
level.
you won't believe what difference these little things make. As Ella, you see kind of Sintyrr just running. Sorry, Kyro running
Kyro.
running down. Yeah, sorry, running down the statue and across the way, and he just goes with the dragon blade, and then with his offhand, and both of the constructs just fly apart and land in shattered pieces around all of your feet. Yell, Kyro,
I'm a
and
substitute mover for my father no longer.
Ella. There you go. That's you, Eirys.
Ah! Okay. I suppose I'm gonna run over to this guy and do the same thing again.
Okay. Advantage, yeah, go for it.
I don't have insightful fighting on this.
You do have advantage,
Oh, wait.
so
I do because I've got
You're
advantage, don't I?
flanking.
Oh! I didn't even need to do the other thing before. Oh! 17 plus 7 is 24.
24.
24?
nice.
Okay, so
I
this
give
is my
Ella a
rapier,
confident grin.
and I do get
Sneak attack.
damage.
Yeah.
Woo! What a treat!
Rapier is a finesse weapon.
4, 5, 10 plus 4. 14 with my
Okay.
rapier.
14.
And then with my offhand, just a d4. 20 exactly.
Yep, that hits. Roll damage.
4.
Nice work. Okay. So yeah, you rend it from behind, and again, you guys are just hewing metallic pieces. You're wondering what the problem was. What was the matter? Why was this considered to be a challenge? It's so straightforward, isn't it? As
There's a secret trap!
yeah. What's Arthrin gonna do?
All the gold is cursed. As soon as we touch it, it'll light us on fire.
Arthrin runs up to this one,
You turn into more gold.
and he's having too much fun with this.
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
It's a natural 20! And that is 2d6 and d8 doubled. 5, 10, 20. Doesn't matter. Yeah, he rends apart this other one. Oh my god. And deletes the marker. Yeah. True fashion indeed. And we come to the top of the order once again. And I'm going to stop the music. Because two things are going to happen now as Arthrin rends apart the second armor piece. And again, kind of like just brandishes his short sword. It's like,
Oh no,
Oh.
we're at phase 2 of the boss fight.
he looks at you, Eirys, and goes, "Oh fuck! This is what I've been missing." Sintyrr, as it comes to your order, you notice that the striking streams of divine energy that have been resonating off of your blade throughout your fight as you've been rending through these constructs have actually been held in the air. The rends and the bright lights that have been streaking have somehow been magically suspended. Brüz, you noticed that your guiding bolt from earlier was almost redirected towards the open palm of this large statue that you look up, Sintyrr, and you recognize. And the pieces of leather that hang from the hand slowly begin drawing in the radiant energy.
I think we need to do more radiant stuff.
And the
Or stop doing
from
radiant
the
stuff.
pieces of leather, the leathered fabric, they start rising up like almost like flames, and tendrils of shadows start to appear around them, and from the tendrils it grows. I need to get out my description again.
Oh no.
Oh god.
I knew I should have set them on fire. I'm an idiot.
As the pieces of the ancient armor pieces making up the armored constructs around you shatter and clatter onto the cracked stone floor of this laboratory, you can see from the corner of your eye that they are already decaying into the rust that should have taken them hundreds of years ago. But even as these pieces erode away into metallic dust, so too rising comes a shadowy misty haze coalescing around the outstretched hand of the statue. combining with this strange, almost corrupting the divine energy, collecting itself into a vaguely humanoid but ancient and decrepit form. No legs to this ghost-like being, but from the shadowy tendrils that make up its body come undead arms and a blackened torso and a vacant skull-like head, and within these sockets green glows behind each burst into life and fall upon you, Sintyrr, straight down, and it says loudly,
Lord Zenheim has lost patience.
And that's where we'll leave it for today.
Phase 2!
Damn it.
Oh god, we're gonna die.
Okay. Cool. I'm going to stop the recording now. Thank you all for watching. God bless you.
I thought you already stopped the recording.
May the Maya protect you and all that. Take care.
All that jazz.
And all that jazz.